What it is. What it is. Back. We is back. We is back. Got the computer working. Yeah, man. Ball out to build it. What it is, man. That's what we rocking out tonight, y'all. Got a number of different topics we gotta cover. Man, I don't know what's going on, bro. YouTube, what's up, Shane? YouTube playing a dirty game with my, they taking subscribers from me. They playing a dirty game with me, you know. They playing a dirty game with me right now. I'm losing more subscribers than I'm gaining. Never ever before since I've been on YouTube has that ever happened. You feel me? Never ever before. And see, when you reach out to them, all they do is stand by whatever's going on. I mean, they never, you know, so it took me a while to even say something to them about it. This shit been going on for months, at least 2 months. But yes, the other day, I'm like, man, fuck that. Let me reach out to these people. Even though I know they ain't going to tell me nothing. They're going to make all this, because, you know, everything looks normal. You know, we sending out notifications and, you know, over time, you know, for people that's not engaged with the channel, we unsubscribe them and just a whole bunch of bullshit. You feel me? You know, we just want to make sure there's no bots. Like, I never brought no bots. Like, what the fuck? I shouldn't have no bots. If there's any bots subscribed to my channel, it's y'all motherfuckers that did it. Because I don't bot. I don't play them type of games. You feel me? I don't buy subscribers. I don't do none of that stuff that other people do. But that's what's been going on right now. It's look like my channel is under reconstruction, man. You feel me? That's what's going on right now. You say you need your reparations? Shit, get in line. A lot of people need reparations. Yo, but like I said, we got a lot to talk about. Yo, we got Durk situation. All motions was denied, but what I said is still one important part of some of the motions that's still, you know, that's still up in the air. Yo, most of the time, yo, once you get charged, they're not gonna drop the case on you once you get charged. You feel me? Only people that can drop the case on you is the prosecution, the government, or the state's attorney. Other than that, yo, you ain't getting no case dropped. After you get charged and indicted, ain't no case getting dropped off no motion. That shit is rare. What's up, Sharice? It's rare. It happens, but it's rare. You feel me? I want to go to a couple no jumper interviews. Whack 100 was talking to Adam about Max B. Then I seen another clip. You know, all I see is clips of these people. Then I seen another clip of J-Mane talking to Adam about the Durk situation and how Adam's speaking on Durk like he's already guilty. Hey, Devin, shut your bitch ass up. Man, Durk, Drew Fallon working overtime, trying to get this case thrown out. But I don't think necessarily that's what it was for. Cause yo, once cases ain't getting thrown out. Yeah, I know, yo. I know, yo. I don't know why he keep doing that with that boy, man. He ain't got no proof on any telling. He just keep putting out all these falsehoods and shit. He gonna get that boy hurt, man. But he don't care. He don't care. You don't even matter to him, man. Nah. See, this is the thing about the emotions. What they really want is the bill of particulars. That's what they really want. They want to know the information that was given to the grand jury. Man, we talked about that the other day. CourthouseNews.com. All right, so CourthouseNews.com. Loyalty Betrayal, what it is. CourthouseNews.com did a good article on Durk's situation. I never even heard of this publication. Courthouse News. Never heard of this publication before. Lord Durk. All right. Lord Durk can duck murder for hire charges. It's the title. So let's go through this real quick. All right, can y'all see that? Is that clear, everybody? Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. It say, Chicago rapper Lord Durk on Tuesday failed to convince a judge to throw out the murder for hire charges against him and his 5 associates based on their argument that the government indictment is so vague that they can't prepare a proper defense. Federal prosecutors accused the Grammy Award-winning hip-hop artist, whose legal name is Durk Banks, of having offered a bounty for the murder of a rival rapper. But Christy O'Connor, one of Banks' attorneys, said at the hearing in downtown Los Angeles that the indictment is impermissibly vague about the specifics of what the bounty was and how it was offered. When you have an indictment this vague, you can't fill in the blanks with material the grand jury didn't see, O'Connor said. The grand jury has been usurped. Typically, prosecutors would present their evidence behind closed doors to a grand jury to determine if there are probable cause that a defendant has committed a crime. According to O'Connor, while the government has given the defense purported evidence, such as music videos, the attorneys don't know whether that evidence was shown to the grand jury as proof of Banks somehow offering a bounty, or is it evidence intended to be introduced at trial? So they're trying to get the bill of particulars. What evidence was given to the grand jury that led to this indictment? Now, typically, like I was telling Loyalty Material earlier, they don't release grand jury information. Like, that shit is like sacred. And we know why. You know, they probably lie, they probably mislead. I think the grand jury proceedings need to be reconstructed. I think during the grand jury proceedings, you should at least have the defense present some type of argument as opposed to just the prosecution theory of it. Because you can get an indictment on anybody that way. If I was to go to the grand jury and just start putting out information on anybody, if it's convincing enough, you can get an indictment. It don't even necessarily gotta be true. O'Connor also claimed that a key government witness, identified only as protected witness 1, told investigators that he hadn't been offered a bounty at all to participate in the murder attempt on Banks' rival in Los Angeles 3 years ago, in which a cousin of a target was killed. This, she said, creates the danger that the prosecution is shifting its theory of the case and that the defendant will be confronted with at trial by surprise. U.S. District Judge Michael Fitzgerald, however, said the defense wasn't entitled to a blueprint of the prosecution opening statements, and that the defense attorney would be able to cross-examine the government witness at trial to show the jury if they had changed their story. The Barack Obama appointee detained the motion to dismiss the indictment, denied the motion to dismiss the indictment, which he said met the requirements used in the Ninth Circuit, but he postponed a ruling on the defense request for a bill of particulars that would spell out what the prosecution believed Banks said and did to direct the hit on his rival. Remember, this was the most important part of that motion, y'all. The bill of particulars. They're gonna have to release this. Even though he postponed the ruling, I think this ruling, which is the most important ruling. What's up, Major? I think this ruling is gonna be granted. If you're not going to tell us the who, when, what, and how, you got to give us something that we can go off of. That's the bill of particulars that will spell out what the prosecutors believe Durk said and did to direct the hit on his rivals. If that motion get granted, that's a win. That's a huge win. Because now, as a defense attorney, you got an angle to go off on, as opposed to what they got now, which is nothing. Yeah, that's a little strange, but I don't know. Fitzgerald also rebuffed Banks' request that the judge recuse himself from the case because the prosecution had waited 7 months to disclose to the defense that death threats had been made against the lead prosecutor on the case as well as against a magistrate judge who earlier this year had denied Banks and others bail after deciding that they were a flight risk and a threat to the community. Although the threats weren't made by the defendant, the fact that the prosecutors hadn't told the defense attorney about them when they went before the magistrate judge to argue for pretrial release has tainted the entire proceedings, said Drew Finland, another lawyer representing Banks. They looked at this as a serious threat, Finland told the judge. There is no rationale for letting us walk in front of Magistrate Judge Patricia Donahue and make fools of ourselves. We truly had a ridiculous hearing. To state the obvious, Judge Donahue was in no position to consider whether Mr. Banks was too dangerous to be released, while having been both personally threatened by someone purported to act on Mr. Banks' behalf. Banks said his bid to disqualify not only the judge presiding over the case, but the entire bench of the U.S. District Court of the Central District of California, as well as the U.S. Attorney's Office in L.A. Banks and his co-defendants demanded an evidentiary hearing into the threats, and the prosecution responds to it and asked that the case be stayed. Fitzgerald rejected this request as well, saying that even if a defendant would threaten the judge in open court, that wouldn't be a good reason for a judge to recuse themselves. If it were to work like that, it would give an incentive to a defendant to make such a threat just to derail a prosecution. That's a good point. Banks was arrested a year ago in Florida. He orchestrated. All right. So this article basically detailed the whole thing. The judge said they have to do it 45 days before the trial start. Gotta do what 45 days before the trial start? But like I said, this is the most important part. He haven't ruled on this. Now, if he denied this, the bill of particulars, remember we went through what they was asking for. And remember, that's what I said. Oh, the bill of particulars? Where it said that at? I don't say that in this article. Where you see that at Loyalty Betrayal? This article said he postponed it. Where the fuck that shit go at? Yeah, the article said he postponed it. Government defense report evidence. Here go right here. But he postponed a ruling on a defense request for the bill of particulars that will spell out what the prosecution believes Banks said and did to direct the hits on his rivals. That's what it said in the article. You got paperwork that say he denied. He said 45 days. I think you're talking about 45 days when it come down to witnesses. You know, the federal government ain't gonna release witnesses right away. I can see him saying 45 days before trial start as far as witnesses. I mean, shit, you're right. It could be 45 days because damn near the trial starting January. Shit, we damn near 45 days away now. So it could be 45 days, but that's still enough time to prepare. And that's still enough time to file in another motion, because if they use misleading evidence to secure an indictment, or if they use misleading evidence to secure indictment, or the evidence is vague and that's all they got, then you can file another motion for dismissal. But see, this is the thing though, Loyalty Betrayal. These motions aren't really for this trial. These motions are to be considered if he's found guilty. This is the thing. Motions work better post-conviction. You understand? So even though these motions was denied, what the lawyers are trying to do is have this on record. That's how this works. We want to have on record that we put these motions in, they was denied, So when it goes to the appeal court, because what the appeals court do is the appeals court look over the whole case, every motion filed, every motion denied, and they rule based off of credibility. Was this a credible motion? Should this judge have overruled this motion? So that's really what's going on right here. Like, it's very seldom that you're gonna file a motion as a defense attorney and the case get thrown out. Very seldom. It happens, but not often. You feel me? Only time a case get dropped is if the prosecution decides to drop the case. Then you got this situation, Lord. Then you got this situation, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I mean, salute to Zay Osama. Yo, but if Zay Osama want to help Chicago, he needs to stop rapping drill music. Drill music it was doing this shit to these kids, man. So yeah, it's nice that Jay Osama decided to reach out and, take the kids shopping and do everything he said he was gonna do. But the best that he could do is stop rapping that drill shit.
Outrage in South Deering after a mother and child attacked on their way home from school. Casey Cronus is live outside of Orville Wright Elementary School with the very latest on this story. Casey, what can you tell us?
Hi, Sylvia. This video is heartbreaking to see. That woman, a 33-year-old, says she...
I told y'all, right? The school ain't got nothing to do with this. I don't know who designed the march to the school, but if I was a part of that, process, I'd be like, man, fuck no, we ain't going to the school. No, we ain't going to the school. We going to the parents. Fuck the school. I don't know why they wasted their time marching at the school, to be honest. I think that was a waste of time. I think time could have been better served going to the house of the family. That's what we used to do as a community. We kept that shit in house. What's up, Shalon, the baby? How you feeling?
Was walking her 9-year-old son home from school when they were jumped by a group of kids. And we need to warn you, the video is difficult to watch. We have frozen it before things escalate. Chicago police are now investigating after the woman named Korshonda and her son were viciously attacked near 106th and Bensley. That's just a couple blocks away from the elementary school. It happened yesterday shortly after dismissal. A group of kids approached them and started punching and kicking them. Korshonda says her son has been bullied at Wright and claims the administrator...
I knew that's what it was. He was being bullied. So she thought that it was, by her walking with him, which typically normally works, she thought that was going to stop the bullying. But since these kids ain't being parented right, that shit ain't stopped nothing. I want to hear from the parents, man. Like, I don't even want to hear from her. I want to hear from the parents, man. We need to get every single one of them parents together, and they need to do a press conference where they answering questions. You feel me? Like, that's the type of organization that we need in the black community, man. We need to have that type of power, that type of organization where we can get them parents, and they gotta answer questions from the community. Yo, what are you teaching your child? Is morals and principles not being taught in your household? No, how did you feel? What was your thought process when you seen your child doing this? Like, your real questions, man. And then offer solutions, offer help. Because a lot of these parents need help. Instead of, they need to face some type of legal ramifications, of course. But it got to be something else. Because just locking them up or charging the kids, that's not going to change nothing. We need to have things in place that can change things, permanently, not just for the moment. You need to talk to the fathers too. Fuck you at, Nick. For real, because if he was being bullied, your bitch ass, whoever the father was, supposed to be walking his son home from school, not the mother. She shouldn't even have been there. She shouldn't even have been there. No, Major, I can't blame the kids in this. Kids just go off what they know, go off what they see. Kids are very impressionable. kids fall victim to peer pressure. Nah, the parents is the culprits. Like, yo, this is not one of them situations where, as black people, we can blame the system or blame the government or blame institutional racism. Nah, yo, this is a parenting issue. Like, if we got issues in our community that we can't blame nobody for. You feel me? Yo, we can't blame nobody for this type behavior from the kids this young other than the people that's raising them, man. You're not raising them right. Something's lacking, right? Something lacking. I think CPS need to get involved. I don't think these people deserve their kids, man. Because you're hurting them. You're hurting them.
Has not done enough to protect him. Here's what happened yesterday in her own words.
Yo, these are elementary school age kids. Yo, these are young kids. Like, these not high school kids. You feel me? Yeah, they gotta have some consequences, yo. But all right, charging them with crimes solves what? On the grand scheme of things, real talk. I should have went live the way so people can come up and talk. On the grand scheme of things, right? Charging a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old with a crime does what? All it does is send them on a downward spiral. It sends them on a trajectory to prison. Now, they need to be held accountable. But you fix this behavior by holding the parents accountable that raise them. You understand? Because the parents ain't going to keep going through that. If every time my child fuck up, I got to miss work, I got to go to jail, I got to pay a fine, that incentivizes you to now be more aware of your child actions, be more involved. Those are your kids. The problems that you're facing with your kids shouldn't leave outside of that household, man. If you parenting correctly. I got issues with my kids. My kids are great students. Never been in trouble. But in the house, they act out. They disrespectful. They say things they shouldn't say. They fight. They pick. They do all of that. But it doesn't leave outside of my house. The problems that you're facing with your kids shouldn't leave outside of your house to the point it start affecting other people and their kids. Yeah, but that's just going to put them in a messed up situation further down in life, man. Juvenile records, for the most part, you can't really dig into them. Man, shut your bitch ass up, Dijon. Whatever the fuck your name is.
I asked my kids to come to the next side of the street with me, so they wouldn't get jumped. So we kept walking. They followed us all the way there, and then they still fought us. They fought my son. They hit my son first.
Yeah, man, we need.
Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair.
I want to see more of this. Yo, we need explanations from them parents, man. We got answers, yo. The community has answers. We got questions. We got questions, man. Ain't no longer video. We need to see like a 10-minute joint. How long the video is? It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds. 2 minutes and 57, so that's 10 hours. That's 5 hours. When is the old time and shit was? How long ago that was? 4 hours.
Well, there is outrage in South Durham tonight. A mother and child beaten on the way home from school.
The attack was caught on cell phone video and has.
Yo, this was horrible, yo. Like, I ain't gonna lie, yo. This was horrible, man. This is a horrible situation, yo. Like, to see kids this young, we talking about elementary school, middle school, to see kids this young behaving this way against an adult Like, yo, that was like, wow, yo. Like, we are going down the wrong path, yo. We need to. And so this is why I be so mad when you got these guys on the internet playing. You feel me? Like, yo, the internet is a powerful tool. You know, you can reach thousands, millions. And instead of us focusing on this type of shit or speaking on these type of things more often, we got dudes like Whack 100 putting out fake paperwork, going viral. You know what I mean? Lil Woody, certified rat, goes viral. Charleston White, it's con artist, going viral. But these situations right here is getting largely ignored. And the people that do speak on them and can speak on them in a way that people can understand get suppressed. But then you got people that got followers and they're not even willing to, it's just fucked up, yo. The internet is fucked up. They turned it upside down on the black community and they're using it as a tool against us. And we could have actually used this as a tool to build us up if we did it the right way. If we didn't have so many sellouts and so many people that are willing to take a bag to push false narratives and, you know, run plays, then yo, I think we'd be in a lot better place, man. We would be in a better place. They don't care, Joshua.
Demands for immediate action. Casey Cronus is live at Chicago Police Headquarters with the latest. Casey.
That's right. And community members, as you mentioned, they want answers. Now, Mayor Brandon Johnson and other elected officials tonight are condemning the attack as well, calling it deeply disturbing. And we need to warn you, it is heartbreaking to watch this video. It happened yesterday, shortly after school dismissal, and we have blurred and frozen the video before things escalate. Chicago police are now investigating after a 33-year-old mother named Korshonda and her 9-year-old son were viciously attacked near 106th and Bensley. Her young daughter was also there. The terrifying incident unfolded just a couple blocks away from Orville Bright Elementary School, where the boy is a student. Korshonda says they were walking home when a group of kids began following them, then started punching and kicking the mother and son.
They fought my son, hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair. I'm trying to get justice for my son. I'm thankful for everybody that came out here today to support me.
Community members rallied outside the school today with the boy's parents calling for justice. Korshonda says her son has been bullied at Bright and claims the administration isn't doing enough to protect him. We have Chicago Public Schools' response, but first, a local rapper, Lil Zay Osama, is now coming forward to help. He says he wants to fly the mom and son to LA for dinner and Christmas shopping and has a message for other children listening.
It's just something that shouldn't be going on. Kids should be able to go to school and be comfortable walking home from school and at school learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids at that age should not be doing things like that, especially to an adult and to their peers that go to school with them. That's crazy. That shouldn't be happening in our community. We got to do better.
A CPS spokesperson tells us in part, we are horrified by the attack on this family, and we are working collaboratively with city departments and agencies to provide support to the victims. CPS is coordinating closely with the mayor's office, CPD, CHS.
That's what need to happen. They don't deserve kids, y'all. And yo, like I said before, I know kids act different out the house. I know kids act different when they get around their friends. Yo, but not that much different. You feel me? Not that it ain't night and day. You know, it might be different. You know, you might not know your child smoke weed or your child hang around a bad crowd. But you know if your child is capable of doing something like this. You know why? Because he's disrespecting you. You know, it's signs. He's your daughter is disrespectful. Your son is disrespectful. There's signs that your child is capable of going outside and doing something like this. I don't think any one of these parents was shocked. Maybe embarrassed, but I don't think they were shocked. And if they was, that means you ain't doing good enough. You need to step it up as a parent because you should know your child is capable. You're capable. You should know your child's capabilities. You should.
and other city departments to provide additional support to the family. In his statement, Mayor Brandon Johnson also said that we cannot normalize this type of behavior. There was an increased police presence near the school today. Reporting live outside CPD headquarters, Casey Cronis, Fox 32, Chicago.
Man. Where's the interview with the mother? Here you go. So it's a longer video. Oh, no, this is a whole bunch of shit. Let's check this out.
This is Fox 32 News at noon.
What they said in court.
A mother and child attacked while walking home. How community leaders and parents are reacting.
Lawmakers will take a major step toward releasing the Epstein files later today. I'm Caroline Shively with a look at what it took to reach this point. That's coming up.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that shit too.
Taking a live look outside, skies are gray, and we could see some more showers this afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Sylvia Perez. Community members outraged after a mother and her 9-year-old son were attacked by a group of children. In the video, we are not showing we are blurring out the pictures here. The mother and her son were seen walking near South Bensley Avenue when a group of children actually approached them and began punching and kicking them several times. The mother says her son had been bullied at Orville Wright Elementary School for more than 2 years and claims the administration did nothing to protect him. Coming up, Casey Cronis will have a reaction from community members and also local leaders. A woman who was sent home from an Indiana hospital minutes before giving birth on the side of the road is now talking about what happened. Mercedes Wells and her husband captured this video that has now gone viral. They say she was...
Now is that these alders are crafting their own budget plan, an alternative to the mayor's proposal. That's something we've never really seen here.
He is now ordering prosecutors to hand over all grand jury materials to Comey's team. Comey is charged with lying to Congress. The Gaza peace plan is moving forward after the United Nations approved a plan from the Trump administration to secure and govern the area. It provides international support for security and a transit overnight. Police say the woman got into an argument with a man and then things got physical, and then he poured a liquid on her and lit it on fire.
Dang.
She was severely burned.
A 33-year-old says she was walking her 9-year-old son home from school when they were jumped by a group of kids. And we need to warn you, the video is difficult to watch. We have frozen it before things escalate. Chicago police are now investigating after the woman named Korshonda and her son were viciously attacked near 106th and Bensley. That's just a couple blocks away from the elementary school. It happened yesterday shortly after dismissal. A group of kids approached them and started punching and kicking them. Korshonda says her son has been bullied at Wright and claims the administration has not done enough to protect him. Here's what happened yesterday in her own words.
So I asked my kids to come to the next side of the street with me, so they wouldn't get jumped. So we kept walking. They followed us all the way there, and then they still fought us. They fought my son, hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair.
Community members rallied outside the school today with the boys' parents calling for justice. Some of them are still here. Both Korshonda and her son were treated at the hospital last night. Now we have
that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
Statement where
the bill of particulars is not the same thing as the witness statements. Remember I said if you talking about witnesses, I can see that, but no, that's something different. Loyalty betrayal.
Oh, sorry about that. We've reached out to CPS for a statement, but have not yet heard back. Back to you.
All right. Thanks for that, Casey. Let's take a live look outside. Overcast skies. What can you expect for the rest of the day? Caitlin is joining us with the
Shit,
answer.
my bad.
Caitlin.
Well, we're not completely out of the woods with this rain potential. We had rain this morning. Now it's just cloudy, maybe some drizzle in spots, but
Yeah, but that's not the same thing as the that's not the same thing as the bill of particulars. The bill of particulars is the who, when, what, how, and why. That's the bill of particulars. The bill of particulars is going to fix the vagueness in the indictment. That's what the bill of particulars is. Hey, yo, I thought I saved that shit. No, but that's not the same. It does come from statements, but you can release that without giving the names of the people that said it. Remember, he said we don't want the names of the people. It's not the same. It's not the same as witness statements. They don't need. They're not trying to figure out who said it.
On the website, in the David investigation, in the investigation into Celeste Rivas' death. I know everyone has been waiting to hear something about this. It has been 2 months since Celeste's decomposing body was found in David's Tesla. And now we know, if you for 1 second thought that the police had forgotten about this and this case was not going to be solved, we now know that the police have been working diligently on this case. And here's what we have found out from our law enforcement sources. David is viewed as a suspect in this case. That may seem obvious, but remember, they have not publicly said anything like that. They have not even said publicly that he is a person of interest.
They walk in real life with
We've
this
spoken
kid.
to several well-placed sources in law enforcement, and they say that in the investigation, they are viewing him as a suspect. Another thing is they're viewing this as a homicide. We told you more than a month ago that the key thing here is police were waiting
That's what I just said,
to get
Lord
the medical
T.
examiner report back, and they wanted to find
I
out
just said that.
the manner and
It's
cause
to fix
of
the
death.
vagueness.
They wanted that from the medical
But
examiner.
it's not the same as witness statements. They don't want to know who placed the bounty, who said Durk placed the bounty. We just want to know how much the said bounty was for. When was the said bounty concocted? And it was something else they wanted to know. The who, when. Excuse me. There was something else. Yeah, we went through the paperwork. Yeah. But that's not asking who did it. That's the difference. That's the difference between the bill of particulars and which you just sent me. The witness statements. The witness statements is going to say who said what. This person on this day said this. That's the two different things. Yeah, the Janus Act. Yeah, that's different than the bill of particulars. That's all I'm telling you.
The reality is at this point, yes, they know that her body was decomposing,
Fairly certain
that
of it,
it
man.
was chopped up, but they don't know how she died, and they were waiting for those results. We are told they still do not have toxicology results from the medical examiner's office. However, what investigators do know so far is leading them to treat this as a homicide. They're still waiting for the medical examiner report to back that up, but they are viewing David as a suspect and viewing this as a homicide. So there's something else here that's two more things we got to tell you about. And one of them has to do with the fact that there could be other arrests here. David may not be the only person that they end up arresting in this case. We'll tell you why in just a moment. Now, here is another very key fact that we have been told, that there was in the spring of 2025.
She must was in that trunk for a long time. For them to still not know how she died. I wonder how long she was in there. How long they said she just looked like this is another fucked up situation.
They have information, police do, about David going to Santa Barbara County, a remote area of Santa Barbara County. That's how it was described to us. That he went to this remote area, spent several hours there, and then returned to LA. Don't know anything more at this point. Don't know. The spring of 2025 is a long way from September, early September, when her body was found in the Tesla. So we don't know yet what exactly that direct connection is, if there's a direct connection to the case, but they have this information about him going to that remote area, and they are trying to find out more about that. So, what I'd said about other arrests. So, again, they don't have the manner of death yet. They don't have the cause of death. What we're told, though, is the manner in which the body was dismembered leads police to believe that whoever did that to Celeste had help. That it was not something that whoever the person
she was
who did
dismembered, yo?
could have done by themselves, and likely, we're told, did have help. Now, we are not being told that there are any other people they are viewing as a suspect. We're not told that there are other persons of interest, just that what they've seen with the body and how it was dismembered, it likely, they feel, was not done by one person. So right now, again, just to recap, David, viewed as a suspect by investigators on this case. They view this as a homicide. Still waiting for the ME's report to back up the fact that her cause of death is a homicide. And this mysterious Santa Barbara trip in the spring of 2025, I think that is going to be interesting if police can find out more. And then the final question is, who else was involved in dismembering Celeste's body? Don't have an arrest yet, but this is a good sign for people waiting to see if there is going to be justice for Celeste. You know, a lot of times when these cases drag out, people start to think the police aren't doing any work. We saw this with Brian Kohberger in Idaho, and then it turned out the police had been diligently covering all their bases here to try and get bring someone to justice. Maybe that is going to happen for Celeste Rivas and her family after all. Of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel to get all the latest on this.
Now, I haven't really been covering
If you're
this.
here in the area and are looking for
Haven't really been covering this situation. But, that's crazy. So, y'all heard the Epstein files supposed to get released? Y'all think we're going to get any new information? I doubt it. It's only one congressman denied it. These guys, this shit is crazy, yo. They do not want to expose that these motherfuckers ain't living right. They do not want to expose that they ain't living right, man. What's this?
With the government now back open, lawmakers in the House are turning their attention to the Epstein files. Hello, I'm Mimi Jung, tracking the latest headlines. Democrats and a House Oversight Committee released new documents from the estate of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. They mention President Trump often. The president has called it a hoax and called for the Department of Justice to look into other Epstein ties, including some high-profile Democrats. And in the coming days, the House is expected...
Yeah, this shit's hilarious. Yo, like, man, fuck that. I ain't going down alone. Shit, if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody down. We already get exposed as being on wig and shit. We all get exposed to PDF files over this bitch.
...to vote on whether to release all the case files. We'll dive into all of that today. Let's start with those new documents. It's 20,000 pages that include email exchanges where Epstein mentions high-profile figures by name, including Trump. Jennifer Bellamy has the details.
The emails that began almost 15 years ago were obtained by the GOP-led panel after it subpoenaed Epstein's estate earlier this year.
The first group of records from the estate were released by the committee in September. President Trump has referred to the saga as the Jeffrey Epstein hoax and has consistently denied any wrongdoing.
These emails prove absolutely nothing other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong. And what President Trump has always said is that he was from Palm Beach, and so
These
was
some
Jeffrey
sick
Epstein.
motherfuckers, y'all.
Jeffrey Epstein was a member.
See, yo, none of this is surprising, right? Because you know, in certain states, like not predominantly black states, but certain states, or not even states that have a large black population, but certain states, yo, they trying to make the age of consent as young as 13. People know that, right? So it ain't surprising, you know, if names get revealed and you find out, yo, these people really on that. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Look it up. It's by a few. Let me see.
At Mar-a-Lago until President Trump kicked him out because Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile and he was a creep.
In one 2019 email exchange to author Michael Wolff, Epstein appeared to reference that incident, writing, quote, "Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Elaine to stop." There is a separate effort from a bipartisan pair of lawmakers calling for the Justice Department to release all case files. They now have the signatures needed to force a vote in the House. The emails released start with messages Epstein sent and received around the time that he finished serving his Florida sentence in 2009.
It's 30 states where the age of consent is 16 years old. And they're trying to make it younger. Trying to make it younger, man.
They continue for a decade until the months before his arrest on federal sex trafficking charges in 2019. The messages were sent from Epstein to his longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, and author Michael Wolff. They offered a glimpse into what Epstein's relationships with business executives, reporters, academics, and political players looked like. Trump didn't send or receive any of the messages and is not accused of wrongdoing. The Department of Justice says prosecutors in New York will lead a federal investigation into Epstein's ties to high-profile figures. The announcement from Attorney General Pam Bondi came just hours after the president publicly called on her to do so. He posted this on his Truth Social platform, noting several names he wants the DOJ to look into. They include some of his perceived political opponents, such as former President Bill Clinton, former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, and billionaire tech investor Reid Hoffman. Trump also mentioned J.P. Morgan Chase. The president's directive is his most notable so far to try to discredit a bipartisan push to release all of the Epstein case files. Representative Adelita Grijalva signed a discharge petition that triggered the House vote to release those files. Her signature was the 218th, the last one needed to reach a majority and force the vote. She was sworn into office on Wednesday, more than 7 weeks after she won a special election in Arizona. She and other Democrats say that delay was intended to prevent her signature on the petition.
Speaker Johnson purposefully obstructed my swearing in by canceling vote after vote. And the Epstein Files discharge petition sat one signature short. With my signing, we move one step closer to the truth that they will try to deny, but that survivors deserve their day of justice, and the American people demand it.
Speaker Johnson has pushed back on claims that he obstructed the Epstein Files vote. After swearing in Grijalva, he said he would expedite the petition process to bring the bill to the House floor in the coming days earlier than expected. The decision to move forward quickly with the vote marks a change in strategy for the House Speaker and for the White House. A senior White House official says there's now an understanding
but
that
you would have thought, like, this is how you know they all involved. Yo, when year Epstein died? 2019 or something? That man been dead for years. Yo, you would have thought, if everything was, you know, on the up and up, and America cared about victims, and this was really a country of justice, you know, you would have thought that immediately. It shouldn't even been no big release. The minute he died, everything should have came out. But they don't want that, yo. And they still would. I don't know what they releasing. I'm sure it's probably gonna be names heavily redacted. You feel me? Know how they do. You ever gonna release these documents? You get that bitch, the whole page black. Like, god damn. The fuck you might as well kept this shit. You feel me? we can't get nothing out of this, man. Nothing out of it. That's probably how they gonna do it.
Vote on this is a, quote, inevitable reality. Correspondent Julia Benbrook is at the White House with details.
According to a senior White House official, President Donald Trump was made aware ahead of time that House Speaker Mike Johnson was going to expedite a vote on the release of DOJ files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, and that the two have spoken about it. Now, the push on Capitol Hill for the full release of the case files has been led by a bipartisan pair of lawmakers in the House, Democrat Ro Khanna and Republican Thomas Massie. While just a handful of Republicans signed on to their petition to force the vote, House GOP leaders are bracing for a significant number of Republicans to support the bill when it comes to the floor.
I think when it's actually a vote on the House floor, do you want these files released? Republicans and Democrats are going to vote yes.
I think there's going to be a deluge of Republicans. The longer this goes on, the more support we gain. And I think the Speaker recognized that. And that's why, after months of trying to stop us, he's decided to accelerate the vote.
At this point, right? Like they acting like they doing this in good faith. Yeah, but right now their hands is tied. They have to release it. It done gained so much support by calling it a hoax that you got Democrats and Republican people, not lawmakers, but people that that subscribe to that shit. You gotta release it. I don't think either side really wanted released. Could the Democrats could have released it under Biden? Like this shit could have been came out. I don't think either side wanted to come out. I think it's gonna be heavily redacted. But at this point, they don't have a choice. So they putting on this Doug and Pony show, like, we the good guys, we want it out. But they don't want it out. Whoever votes against this bill is gonna lose damn near all support. You feel me? Whoever votes against it, they're gonna lose that. They gotta release it, right? You gotta release it. That you can't run a narrative that this man was blackmailing politicians and having these wild things going on with these underage kids, and he was high profile, and this person was on a plane. This person was on a plane. This person was on a plane. And then come back years later and say it ain't no Epstein list and we're not releasing the files. Man, fuck no. You can't do that. They gotta release it. They got no choice. So don't ever think that, I don't give a fuck which side you on, don't ever think that this is what they want to do. Hell no. If it was up to them, we wouldn't see the light of day of this shit. If it was up to them, they would bury this shit, but it got too big. And money is on the line.
He knows we're going to get votes, and that's going to carry momentum into the Senate.
If the bill passes in the House, its future remains uncertain in the Senate. Trump continues to put pressure on members of his party to focus elsewhere. In a Friday post, he called those who support the effort, quote, weak and foolish. At the White House, I'm Julia Benbrook.
Colorado Republican Lauren Boebert was one of the 4 Republicans who signed off on that petition. She opted to keep her name on it, even after being called into the White House Situation Room. The White House confirmed she was there, but insists the meeting was in the name of transparency rather than a last-minute push to pressure her to remove her signature.
It's a national security risk in their eyes. You find out the person that you've been voting for and championing for all these years may be a pedophile. Oh, God. That's national security risk. Want to know what it is?
Sure. Boebert also told CNN the White House wasn't pushing her.
The president never asked me to take my name off of the discharge petition.
But did he raise any concerns about you taking that position?
The president has not forced me to do anything. The president has not put pressure on me. I was not asked by the president to remove my name. Every conversation that I had was welcomed and very civil. And, it's okay for people to have discussions about things that are going on with our nation.
The other 3 Republicans who signed the petition include Representative Thomas Massie of Kentucky, who helped introduce it, along with Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia and Nancy Mace of South Carolina. If everyone who signed the petition supports it on the floor vote, it'll pass. The tougher test will come in the Senate, where Republicans hold a 53-47 majority. It would likely take 60 votes to pass. If it passes the Senate, it would go to Trump and require his signature. Some of the women who have accused Epstein have been speaking out.
So it ain't coming out. Trump don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck who mad. Trump ain't signed off on that shit, y'all. That's dead.
For lawmakers to vote to release the files.
The American people want transparency here. Survivors are very clear about needing and wanting
We talking about
transparency.
WikiLeaks.
This is not just about
This not WikiLeaks though.
a compelling story or intrigue, right? This is actually about survivors getting puzzle pieces to understand the question of why were these people allowed to harm so many children and young women for so long and change the trajectories of so many people's lives.
We need this information released. We need the government to release everything that's in these files, of course, with the appropriate redactions to protect the privacy of the survivors, but we really need this information to be out there so these crimes can be investigated. I think it's really upsetting to us that this is so politicized when it's not a political issue. This was a crime, and it's a crime of sex trafficking, and we really just want to see justice for the crime that happened to us.
Epstein killed himself in a Manhattan jail while awaiting trial in 2019 on charges that said he sexually abused and trafficked dozens of underage girls. We've got more coverage coming up after the break. CNN's Randy Kay looks back at their relationship over the years.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. Are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
That was President Donald Trump in July this year,
people talking
offering
about
a
that guy.
very different opinion of Jeffrey Epstein than he once shared publicly. In 2002, long before he became president, Trump told New York Magazine he'd known Jeffrey Epstein for 15 years and called him a terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side, Trump told the magazine. Over the years, the two have been spotted many times in public together. This NBC video shows Trump and Epstein socializing in 1992 at a party at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. The video, released in 2019, shows Trump appearing to say to Epstein, "Look at her back there. She's hot," while Epstein smiles and nods. Former swimsuit model Stacey Williams, who dated Epstein in 1993, told CNN in an interview Trump was Epstein's wingman.
They were best friends. They were very close.
The two men flew together as well. These flight logs show Trump traveled on Epstein's jet 4 times in 1993, twice in 1994, and once in 1995 and in 1997. The logs were made public during Ghislaine Maxwell's 2021 trial, where she was convicted of sex trafficking, among other things. Epstein also attended Trump's wedding to Marla Maples at New York's Plaza Hotel in 1993. In 1997, Trump added this personal note to Epstein inside a copy of his book, The Art of the Comeback. It reads, "To Jeff, you are the greatest," according to the New York Times. That same year, the two men were photographed together at Mar-a-Lago. This exclusive CNN video shows Epstein and Trump chatting in 1999 before a Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Despite all of that, during a court deposition here in Palm Beach in 2010, Epstein refused to answer many questions about his association with Trump. And Trump has continued to try and distance himself from Epstein as recently as July. This was the story he told about kicking Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago.
We took people that worked for me, and I told them don't do it anymore, and he did it. And I said, stay the hell out of here.
More recently, Trump had to answer about a letter bearing his name found in a birthday book created by Ghislaine Maxwell for Epstein's 50th birthday. The letter, according to the Wall Street Journal, contained the outline of a naked woman and a message, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." Trump denied authoring the letter and sued the Journal for defamation.
It's not my signature, and it's not the way I speak. And anybody that's covered me for a long time knows that's not my language.
Randy Kay, CNN, Palm Beach County, Florida.
A statue of President Trump and Epstein has popped back up in the nation's capital. It's outside a shop called the Bus Boys in Paulus, in Northwest DC. The statue has popped up over a few times over the last several months, most recently on the National Mall. It shows Epstein and the president holding hands and skipping. Its reappearance is getting mixed reaction.
And I think it's an absolutely fabulous tribute to our existing president. It says what needs to be said. It gives a tribute to a city that knows how to make a good statement.
The shop issued a statement saying the statue is a form of political satire and free speech meant to spark conversation.
That statue is funny as a motherfucker. Who the fuck did that? Who idea was that, man?
You need a team you can trust.
Hold up, y'all. I done fucked it up. Let's go back to the statue real quick. Check the statue out, y'all. Who the fuck did that shit? And yo, that bitch is fucking holding hand skipping this shit. Yo, people crazy, man. Like, who took time? How long it take to put that together, man?
Epstein and the president holding hands
Lord.
and skipping. Its reappearance is getting mixed reaction.
And I think it's an absolutely fabulous tribute to our existing president. It says what needs to be said. It gives a tribute to a city that knows how to make a good statement.
The shop issued a statement saying the statue is a form of political satire and free speech meant to spark conversation. That does it for us today.
Yo, that is crazy, y'all. That statue is diabolical. Let me show y'all this with Krishan Rock. My man Always Watching posted this. Yo, Krishan Rock is a victim of Zeus Network. Keep telling people that. She's a victim of Zeus Network. This her drinking while pregnant was promoted. It was promoted. You gotta think, yo, she's a young girl, impressionable, first time ever getting some money. I think she was swayed to drink and smoke while pregnant. I really do. That's just my opinion. I think so, y'all. Based off of what we know about Zeus Network and how they run their business and how they operate, I could see that. I could see them persuading her to do that. Oh, you're gonna be all right. Good for ratings. You know, Krishan Rock was sold this idea of all publicity is good publicity, whether it's good or bad. Even the fact that she got pregnant, I think it was promoted. You know, because this whole storyline of her and Blue, you know, it'd be great if y'all had a child together. I think all of this was promoted. See, yo, people don't understand. If you're not in media, you don't really understand, yo, the lengths that these people will go to monetize. I think Krishan Rock is a victim of Zeus Network, and her baby is a result of that. You know, her baby is sick. I think most people can understand that. Most people realize that. She can deny it all she want, but if you look at other pictures of babies that deal with alcoholism or whatever that disease is, they look damn near identical to our child. So this is a video right here of Krishan Rock smoking and drinking while pregnant.
Lying.
I think it was promoted though, y'all.
Because we all was drinking, even you, with the baby and stuff. Why are you lying?
Look, all of this on the show. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, Zeus Network is a problem, man. I don't know how long we're gonna allow this problem to dwell in our community before this shit. Like, where's the, see, yo, that's why I don't trust any of them pro-black organizations. I don't trust the My Sons, the Tamika Mallory's, the none of the Charlemagne's. I don't trust none of them people, man. Because Zeus Network is just as big of a problem as drill music is. And this is two situations where these people who got these loud voices are silent on it. Silent. With no statement, no nothing. Silent. So it's like, yo, you can't be for Charlemagne. You can't be a speaker of black people when this is an issue. Most people with common sense know that Zeus Network is an issue. So y'all guys who in the media who got this voice, y'all choosing to ignore it. They interviewed Lemmy. Interviewed him. Yo, Lemmy need the shit slapped out of him, man. Him and his father, just for birthing him. Ladies, one more time. She's pregnant as a motherfucker. Camera rolling.
Get yourself together.
Where the bottle at?
Oh my gosh.
Drink it.
She asked for another bottle. I'm just
Let me get a liquor. Yes, I can. I can abort the show tomorrow. It won't hurt me.
No, you can't have no fucking liquor.
It is one of those. Look, camera's always rolling. Come on, yo, this is promoted, man. Look, Blueface right there. It's promoted.
When they were here last time, him and Krishan was pregnant. Y'all were doing all that smoking and drinking here in the thing.
Shit's promoted. Come on now. People can't see what the fuck was going on.
Because we all was drinking. Even you, with the baby and stuff.
Yo, they sold this young girl a fucking lie, man. For views, for ratings, for clout. That's what they did, y'all. So everybody mad at Krishan Rock, which is understandable, you know, because she got to agree to it. But ain't nobody holding Zeus Network to no liability. And I'm sure she can't speak about it because probably in her contract. She'll never come out and say it. But yo, sometimes we just gotta use our own brain and our own common sense. She's never need to be banned, man. Immediately.
I ain't gonna cap with you. I'm getting the fuck out of Florida. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I was scheduled I was gonna pop up at that Meg Thee Stallion trial. You know, she's suing that blogger. I gotta get my hair done. Holy, who do hair? Actually, I got a great hair lady. Anyway, I'm in Florida. So, you know, Meg suing that blogger. I was gonna pop up in court. Feel me? I just wanna make sure everything good. I mean, I ain't see Meg walk since, you know what I mean, the whole thing happened. I just wanna make sure shit's straight. I was gonna pop up to the trial. She testified today, too. But after what I seen that did Aiden, nigga, I said, I'm good. Yo, Aiden went in for a deposition. They served that nigga with an extra subpoena, took his phone, went through his messages. Yo, Rock Nation on bad timing, man. So I was gonna go into court to watch Meg testify and do the fake tears and lie, you know, habitual. But I said, I'm good. I'm not trying to be nowhere with Rock Nation and them Secret Service people with an extra subpoena said, boy, I'm getting out of Florida. But shout out to Meg, though. She testifying today.
Alcohol is the most dangerous. Alcohol fucks up your whole body, bro. Liver, lungs, kidneys, heart, all that shit.
I would like to thank President Trump.
Now, what the fuck is Nicki Minaj doing, man? What the fuck? Who the fuck? What the fuck is you doing? Get the fuck out that podium, man.
For prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage in calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief.
Nikki, get your ass out that podium. Get in the booth. Get your ass in the booth. What else I wanted to show y'all? Oh, did y'all see this? Little racist kid? Remember Breakfast Club just had him up there asking about all the racist things he's done to black people. So now you got, forgot your name, 6ix9ine, Adam. Just look at how they play with black people, y'all. They do a stream where he's on he's taking a polygraph test. This is the same guy that gave Adam 22 a polygraph test from what it looked like. And he asked him, do he like black people? I think it's Antonio Brown.
I love him. No, it's yes or no. Do you like black people? Yes. No! That looks so bad! Yo, stop!
Yo, what is so funny about that? What's so funny about like why is niggas laughing? That's funny. Because he has a history of saying disrespectful things to black people. So if this polygraph is true, it just validates what he been showing people. But you got two black men sitting up on there laughing with him. joking with him like it's funny. They should have beat him up around his pockets. I knew it. This nigga should have slapped him. Orange String, they like going viral, right?
What the fuck? What? You just smell his ass? No, I don't know. That was not right. I can't. What am I doing?
Yo, man, get out of here. Leon, I fucking knew it.
I love him. No, it's yes or no. Do you like black people? Yes.
I can't stand the sellout. And you know what's crazy, right? The dude that got Antonio Brown locked up, I had a conversation with y'all. I told him I wasn't gonna reveal the conversation I had with him. But it was in reference to him, you know, not coming to court. And now I don't even give a fuck. Antonio Brown a bitch. I might hit his ass back later. Man, go to court on this bitch ass. All right, let's go to Adam. Adam did an interview with J Mane. Adam 22, J Mane. Yeah, I had a conversation with dude, man. When AB got booked, I said, "Yo, damn, bro. What you gonna do? You come to court?" Where's this interview at? So I wasn't gonna release the details of the conversation though, so I ain't gonna go more in depth.
I don't smoke weed no more. Do you see weed right here in front of J Man? Every podcast y'all seen, then I come with some weed. Then I have some gas. I don't even smoke weed no more. My mind clear. I could think clearly now. The smoke is gone. It hit different. Break the shit down. So I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it, gang. It hit different.
I got a weed pen.
You got a who?
A weed pen.
Okay, so you still getting high.
I'm trying to like stop smoking the actual tobacco and the actual weed, but I feel like, you know, the pen, I can handle that.
Whoops.
No, I'm okay. This has been sitting there for like 6 months.
Yo ass cap. That's the box that's been sitting over there, sir.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a new box. Adam, I gave you a laminated box now. This for Remo, though. You take this home. You take this home.
Finally got my box, man.
Yeah. Get Adam that old cheap ass box since he want to play with me on this major platform.
How many boxes total have you sold us?
I can't even say, but thousands of boxes, Adam.
What?
Tell J Mane to send me some whoops. You heard Durk's song with Watching Me Fat Conspiracy?
Hard.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that bar?
I heard
he
that
said,
bar.
tell J Mane to send me some whoops.
Yeah.
Do your homework on the whoop. The value of the whoops went up when Durk did that. Do your homework on the value of the whoops went up when Cardi B signed them. Do your homework on the value of the whoops went up when Chance the Rapper brought me on stage and I threw the box of whoops off the stage at the Lollapalooza. Do your homework on these real whoops, Adam.
I didn't even know about
You be talking about a lot of bullshit. That's because you focus on bullshit, bro.
That was you throwing
I can smell that shit on your breath.
You throwing a cereal box
It
off
smell
the
like
stage.
shit. Your breath smell like shit,
I feel
Adam.
like that kind of falls into the category of bullshit.
Stop eating ass. What's the little shit he do after this? What's that
Plug Talk. PlugTalk.com.
Yeah, stop eating ass on Plug Talk, Adam.
Fuck your bitch.
Stop
on
stop eating,
PlugTalk.com.
stop eating ass on Plug Talk. And close your stop doing that.
But sometimes I gotta eat the ass
You got
so I
some
won't
gum?
bust a nut too fast.
Try these and your breath first of all, the red whoops make your breath smell. You know, it make your breath hit different. So try the red whoops. Don't try all the other ones. Then you just gonna still might have
Honestly,
shit mixed with whoops.
We just got new carpet, and I know that if I take a bite of those things, that I'm probably gonna end up puking, and I don't want to get it on the carpet. So
You gonna puke off these whoops. Them the old whoops over there in the glass. I keep telling you, Adam, stop disrespecting
I'm just
these
saying
whoops.
that this is not really the type of food, the caliber of food that I eat on a typical basis.
What you mean? You don't eat Cheerios?
No.
Okay,
not rainbow, fruity, sugary cereals.
Get these to your daughter. Get these to your daughter then.
No, she's never eaten anything that lacking in nutrition, besides maybe like a piece of cake.
First of all, these do not. I just gave these to my boy.
Who's your boy?
Mr. Healthy Stuff. He changed his shit from purple stuff to healthy stuff. To my Dave. Come on, bro. You know Dave.
Dave.
Why you want to act?
Yeah.
You want to act crazy?
What was that nickname you just gave? Mr. Healthy Stuff?
That's his clothing brand.
That's what you on right now.
He remember that purple stuff that he used to wear?
Yeah.
He say, just like how I came on here and told y'all I'm gonna come back with the whoops.
Yeah.
He went on Vlad TV. He did an interview with Vlad, and Vlad told him like, shit, are you supporting the lean and rule? Are you promoting that shit? He like, cause your shit say purple stuff. It ain't like it say healthy stuff. My boy came back. Healthy stuff. It hit different. Do y'all homework on folks be working out now, all type of shit. My boy Dave Blunt's out the hospital. This is real shit. Let's talk about the real facts.
I hate to break it to you, but the whoops are not how we got out of the hospital.
Yes, they is. The whoops got Dave Blunt's out the fucking hospital. He's losing weight now. Is you fucking crazy?
This is the shit that will
So
get
this
you
type shit
in
not
the
funny to
hospital.
me.
No, Adam.
You
Why
might
do
never
you
get
get
out
out
of the hospital
every time, gang?
I'm
This
just saying.
Remo, this is my last no jumper. Dirk Tare told me I wasn't supposed to come back up here with that last shit.
And then look what happened to him.
Listen, bro, that.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Yo, see, this is the shit that he does, and that people just sit back and ignore. Yo said, look what happened to him. Your bitch ass.
Do you be happy when people go to jail when they got kids? Because that man got kids. You talking about look what happened to him.
Definitely not happy about him.
I wouldn't be happy if you go to jail, Adam, because I know you got daughter. Break shit down.
Right, but it does kind of stand
Shit
out
crazy, bro.
that there's multiple people who are no longer there for their kids as a result of murders that Durk allegedly called in.
Who's that?
Until they put that shit
Like,
on.
where, like, what are you talking about? Yo, where's the proof? Where's the proof? How many murders have Durk been charged with for him to say some shit like that? Yo, niggas ain't supposed to be going there at all, bro. At all. If you're not going there to approach Adam about the fuckery and the culture vulturism, then ain't no point of going there, yo. And I ain't talking about going there and having a conversation and ultimately Adam wins, because that's how it normally goes. He'll get somebody that's uneducated to go there and have a conversation with him, kind of, put his foot to the fire. But ultimately, they end up agreeing like, well, it's not your fault. Man, fuck out of here. It is your fault, bitch. Bring me up that motherfucker. He'll never do it.
White, sir. Stop throwing stuff on a black man who's trying to do something right
for real,
the community
The
right now.
feds have already put out a lot of information about this.
No, they
You
didn't.
don't have to put it out. You don't have to put that shit out.
So
this is a major platform.
You're not the boss of me.
You
We
right.
talk
You
about
pay
rap.
me. You pay me. But you still not my motherfucking boss.
We talk about rap on here. I think it is well within our jurisdiction to talk about the fact
Jurisdiction?
that
What type of
Durk
police ass shit
has
is
been
this?
alleged to have ordered them
Police ass
bodies.
shit is this?
Free smirk, though,
Free
man.
smirk. But also,
Some
maybe
police ass platform. This some police ass shit.
maybe he
Talking
needs to
about
sit down for a little
jurisdiction
bit and decide, hey, maybe I'm not going to kill anybody else.
We don't have no proof that
Well,
we don't. Dirk got a fucking Apple Watch in there. What proof? They went through his fucking
through his iCloud.
all this shit.
They had nothing on him.
He acting like he don't know the facts. Do your homework, Adam, on they don't have shit in the iCloud. Do your homework on you go through my iCloud, you're gonna see all type of shit you ain't supposed to be seeing.
why are you glazing somebody that decided to show you a ounce of love
no,
about
listen,
5 minutes
sir.
before he got indicted?
Listen, sir. Listen.
You're so thirsty for a cosign. What is that?
Listen, sir.
Now you being
Thirsty for a
disrespectful.
cosign. He already co-signed me. What the fuck am I
Now you
thirsty
being
for?
disrespectful.
I'm just saying,
Break
he
this shit
gave you
down. Make this shit
formal
make sense.
attention and you
Dirk
refused that.
already
You're gonna
shouted
subvert
me out
this
on this
entire
major
conversation,
song.
the whole conversation
Listen, gang.
about
Listen.
the fact that you
Do
can't
you
get
want
off
me
it.
to talk
They
or
ain't
not?
been on
Is
here
this a
since.
podcast or not, gang? Why the would I go back and forth with you when Dirk already said tell J Mane to send me some whoops when he ain't had to do that? So the little seconds of fame could have been him just having you on stage. Matter of fact, he didn't even have to have me host that shit. He could have just brought me out. No, he overdid it because it was genuine, gang. Do your homework on
He was
something
in his
that's genuine.
empath era.
He was in his who?
His empath era.
I don't know what the stop
the
saying.
fuck is he
It's like the
talking
thing
about?
where you're getting in a lot of
gang.
trouble, so you decide to be nicer than you've ever been before in your entire career.
I don't believe
It's
it.
kind
I
of like
believe
Thug
it was genuine.
when Thug was having all his phone calls.
That's not what Dirk was going through something. Dirk lost his brother. Dirk lost King Von, and he lost his mind, yo. It happens. It happens, yo. Like it's only but so much death a person can take, yo, before a person lose it, man. It happens. That's if everything is true. That's if all the rumors is true. That's what makes the most logical sense to me to explain Dirk actions.
Leaked out to the public. Thug started being nice to everybody.
All right, let me ask you this though, because I did see, I pay attention to everything. I felt like it was genuine, you know what I'm saying? Like I was paying attention to how Dirk was moving and shit before, he got
Break
locked
this
up.
shit down.
But I did see you ask DJ Benz. You said, did Dirk use you? Now, what made you ask that? Because I believe other people around you probably been hitting you with that and make you like...
Because I got to ask the same questions that I know that people want to ask.
Yeah.
You catch my drift?
Yeah.
I have DJ Benz on my platform. He was damn that Dirk right-hand man.
Still is.
Let's break this shit down.
Yeah.
So, if you Dirk right-hand, like I told bro, I can't talk to Dirk right now. I'm pretty sure you be talking to Dirk.
Yeah.
So, let's break this shit down. Do you feel like Dirk used J-Man? Folks got to laugh because the shit's so funny because a lot of this shit be internet shit to us, gang. You see what I'm saying? Like, when we see like Adam on that overwhooping, that's some internet ass shit. Like, you can't believe everything you... Folks just said this is unhealthy and this shit just got Dave Blunts out the hospital. It hit different. Like, you can't believe everything you hear Adam say.
Do you want me to ask ChatGPT?
Did this get... Listen, we don't care what ChatGPT talking about right now when it comes to these facts right now.
Just call Dave.
Okay, but what if ChatGPT...
Let's call Dave.
ChatGPT is the culmination of all of humanity's knowledge.
Call the nigga.
I call.
There is essentially no knowledge that is hidden from the AI.
Call Dave. It hit different. 1-800-CALL Dave.
This is going to be so funny.
1-800-CALL Dave.
Is this healthy?
Let's see if the answer might be. Well, yeah. So, Dirk told you, you shouldn't be doing no jumper and all that shit, right?
Well, he ain't really say that in specific.
Yeah.
He just worded.
He kind of coded it. He was like Adam in them in the way type shit.
Over whooping. Listen
He is
to
in
the
the
whole
way.
beginning of this podcast. Like
what am I in the way of?
He's trying to keep him locked up.
I
The shit you saying, damn, trying to keep
I
the man locked
supported
up.
his music career.
Like, break the shit. Did you?
Adam is in the way. Just like Vlad, just like DJU. See, I don't like the fact that all we call out is the white culture vultures. I always say, the black ones are way more dangerous. The Charleston whites. The black culture vultures are way more dangerous than an Adam or Vlad TV, man.
I supported all of the up-and-coming artists coming out of Chicago.
That's like you saying you supported.
Listen. Support all of the artists coming out of Chicago, as well as all the bloggers, all the commentators. All of them have supported them. So I don't know what I'm in the way of, aside from... Really, I even let him run around ordering a bunch of murders. I never got involved with that.
You let him order?
I never got in the way of it.
So what is he talking about?
That's what I'm saying. What am I in the way of?
Like, I don't know what the hell this man is talking about at this point.
Am I in the way of Chicago's up-and-coming interviewer platforms? Because DJU on a 2-month sabbatical, I don't really know why. If you haven't checked out Everything 420 yet, you are definitely missing out. From
Man, he might be. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised about nothing involving AM22. What do you say about Ted Chef Basie?
I don't even tell Sean Cotton come. That's a fellow black man. It's just these your fucking facts.
Yeah, but he's not like your type.
He doesn't overwhoop.
Your type of black
He don't overwhoop. He
He's
don't
too
do all that
professional.
whoop.
You're like,
Yo,
yes,
he
yes,
said-
Sean, yes.
He said he's not like your type of black man.
And professional.
What the fuck does that mean? Like, see, Adam does this real subtle. He got little subtle jabs. He make underhanded comments. If you're gonna go up here, you gotta be quick to catch them bitches. I say, what type of black man is he? And why isn't he my type? What is my type of black man? Like, explain this, man. That way you know his true thoughts and opinions on the people that he's around and the people that he interviews. Make him explain some of that shit.
Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to do your fucking job?
Is that why you set up to have his camera and his laptop stolen?
What? What type of weird shit is that?
You don't know that was an inside job?
Yeah.
From you, if anything.
You talking about the last shit from? He's crazy.
It was hard for me.
He crazy.
It was hard for me when they were saying that I set that up when I knew for a fact that you set that up.
I set myself up to be.
I said
listen. I said, listen how dumb he fucking sound. This is the goofy shit I be talking about. Shit like that. Why is you trying to give me it? I told you Sean Cotton did more for me. Now you trying to say, oh yeah, he backdoored you for the game. They broke into my fucking BMW. Like, let's start there. My electric 2024 BMW that I was whooping. Break shit down.
Yeah.
What the fuck is you talking about? So why the fuck would I break into my own car, you idiot?
Because when you got back to the Airbnb...
Can I get a real question, gang?
See, look, now
Can I get a real question? Can I get a real question?
I got a whole bunch of real questions.
You're not whooping the right way. You're not whooping the right way. All I know is your breath smell like shit from eating ass on Plug Talk. Next question, sir.
All right, there's a lot of places we can go, but all right, one of the biggest shits that's in the news right now, especially in Chicago culture, you know, RP.
When he changes,
got killed, and
when he changed his set, how long the set been like this? You know, cause I don't be watching y'all. Like they changed the set around.
We seen a new video actually surfaced, or they show a different angle, and you can actually see the guys like coming out of a car, and they look like they ran from a distance and got up on the zoo. What part of Chicago is that? Because people were saying that's not even like, they were saying that's like a Mexican hood.
Yeah.
So break down what's going on for the niggas who ain't from Chicago.
So do your homework. That was Tay Savage called me and was like, and told me like, well, matter of fact, I called Tay like, bro, what the fuck going on, bro? Because Tay was supposed to bring. I just did an interview with Timo from Murder Town. You did your homework on Murder Town?
Yeah, I know Timo. He used to be OTF, got kicked out and shit. Right?
Yeah, do your homework. I don't know if he got kicked out,
but they stopped going. Or
I
whatever.
think Durk still woo with him. He say him and Durk is family. That shit, I just heard in some new lyrics he broke down, like he say him and Durk is family. So a lot of shit be Adammed out. Like you can't believe it. So I don't know.
Adammed out? That's a new term?
Adammed out. Like that shit Adammed out. So
nobody says that.
Like that shit Adammed out. When it's over cap, that shit Adammed out. They break shit down.
Get your breast cancer survivor ass hoodie ass out of here.
You mad because I was out here pushing peace and sticking up for breast cancer awareness, gang?
Pick a cause.
Like break this shit, pick a cause, nigga. I'm standing up for what's right.
I just want to talk about titties.
What the fuck is you talking about? No.
Keep going.
Big or small, save them all. What the fuck is you talking about? Men has breast cancer too.
Look at you.
Hey, but yeah, all right, continue you saying. So Timo had reached out.
Yeah, so
Tay had hit you.
Tay hit me on for them grade. Timo, Tay hit me. Getting that, yeah, I'm finna bring you Timo and THL Bezu, J man. It hit different. You need to push the piece with them. We got to start at the root of the problem. Break shit down. You right on for them grade. It's certain people be seeing me just like my boy Lil Zay felt. Shout out Zay.
Yeah.
You have to. It's certain people you have to whoop with to make all this shit make sense. And yeah, I touched certain people, but it's certain shit I didn't do yet. You see what I'm saying? So Tay Savage, because he's really pushing peace, he's trying to connect. He's trying to help me connect certain dots that Tay Savage might got a better connection with certain individuals from Chicago.
That pushing peace movement is nonsense. Like it's nonsense. Niggas ain't pushing peace, bro. Where the shooters at, man? Gotta get to the shooters to push peace. I told y'all that a long time ago. You can't push peace for niggas that ain't active. You feel me? Nobody's trying to listen to an unactive gang member. Like, you only can push peace by going to the people that's currently pushing violence. You know what I mean?
Ain't got with. Yeah. So, but
what's
everybody
up,
know my work. They've been seeing what I'm doing. They've been seeing me push this piece for over a year and a half now. So the movement just getting bigger and bigger by the day, you know? So taking that, man, you gotta, just like y'all had Bezu on y'all platform and y'all got him to talk about the push and peace situation.
And he kind of said he wouldn't be with it with you, but then Tay was gonna bridge the gap and make it happen.
Break this shit down. Yeah. So now, right after or right before, whatever y'all get what I'm trying to say, shit, we lost THF Bezu as soon as he was finna bring Bezu to the content house. Shout out to the content house. It hit different. The one we got right out on the outskirts of Chicago. It hit different. Do your homework on the outskirts. Do your homework on. Everybody think it's in the rack, but we got it in a safe location in Chicago because shit could still go left. you know, but it's right there, like right outside, you know. It's really what shit could still, where you could still lose your brain at.
So even that area Zoo was in, where's that area at? Because that
was on 31st and Pulaski on Jaja Gray. I didn't even know that shit was still a part of Chicago. Do your homework on me here in the street. Like, nah, it wasn't Pulaski. I think it was 31st and St. Louis. That's what I'm saying. Right. I'm like, is that shit? I didn't know that shit in St. Louis or that shit was like. I'm like, what if I thought he died somewhere else, but it looked like the right. That's what I'm like. What the fuck was that at? So it kind of already threw me off that Bezu was right there, but shit, once Sean was kind of breaking it down to me on his platform, and I got other people to break that shit down to me, and it was like, yeah, this was going on, J-Man, this was going on. I'm like, you ain't doing your homework, and I'm like, it's so much homework to do. But, you know, do you ever was doing your homework and you got tired of doing it? Like, I'm going to sleep on my homework because it's so much homework that y'all give me in such a little bit of time, and y'all expect me to know every thing, Remo, on one person, gang. Like, that's like for one me, whoop with this person, J-Man, you got to do this, you got to. All that shit is necessary, but on one person, gang. Okay, great. We need somebody else to over push the piece around.
Do you feel like Bezu was lacking?
See, listen.
Yeah, what kind of question is that, bro? Coming from a white man that has no connection to the culture. You never been in the streets. Never done anything harmful, you know. Well, he done some harmful things. But you never brought violence to anybody. How the fuck you gonna ask that man was Bezu lacking? like seriously though. Like, do you Adam, more than you're probably lacking. 99% of the time, you don't even know it. With your security.
You can die with a gun on you. It don't mean...
He could have easily had a gun on him and still got killed the same exact way. He did not have the time to go grab his shit.
You catch my drip?
No. I mean, now, me, coming from what I know and what I've seen and what I've been a part of, I can say he was lacking. You know, that's one of the things that kind of pissed me off with the Bezu situations, because he had enough time. If he was paying attention, he had enough time to... If he was paying attention and armed, he had enough time to defend himself. What messed me up about the Bezu situation is, based off of who he was and how he talked, you would expect him to be more aware of his surroundings than he actually was. You know, he didn't catch them boys until it was way too late. They ran from like 50 feet away. Like they had a nice little distance. So he didn't see the car ride up. He didn't hear the doors open. He didn't hear the footsteps coming at him. Yes, Bezu was lacking. And for Bezu to be who he was and talk how he talked, he's supposed to be more aware than that. But Adam 22, who never been in them type of situations, he doesn't have the cachet to even ask that type of question.
So I can't say that Bezu was lacking. Yeah. All we know is, unfortunately, he passed, bro. Like, I mean,
that's the thing too, though. Anybody can get caught slipping. Like, even if Bezu would have caught him, if he wasn't strapped, he ain't had no win regardless. You feel me? And if you watch anybody long enough, you're gonna catch them slipping. You know, that's just how that goes. You know, nobody is on point 100% of the time. You can be on point 95% of the time, and then that little 5% of the time when you ain't, motherfucker can catch you if they doing their homework and they watching you long enough. That's what the police do. You know, that's the whole point of surveillance. You know, to catch you slipping. You know, you can have stash houses all over the motherfucking place, but it might be that one day where you just too tired to drive to the stash house and they raid your house and catch you with everything. So it's really like a numbers game for real. I just wish for Bezu's sake that he was just a little bit more on point, and if he was strapped, he could at least defended himself.
God give all us a certain amount of time on this earth. So condolences. I don't even want to overspeak on the situation because that death is kind of still fresh. Yeah. And when you speak on these deaths, on these platforms.
What's up,
people
Bob?
feel like
How you been?
Whooping on their people's names. So let's just give the man his respects and let him rest in peace. They had his funeral already on Fulham Grade. I seen his son dress up like him for I think that was for
Halloween.
Yeah, for Halloween. Like I never even seen Bezu's son like that. It's just crazy. So you just never know how Lil Bro feels. So shout out to Lil Bezu on Bro Grade. Like bro just lost his father game. So we don't want to overdwell on the situation. That's why I be telling you, Adam, like when it come to these men's and they had kids, I don't want to overwhoop like the situation with Durk. You got kids, you know, their kids gotta grow up watching this type of shit, you know. So it's like we don't want to over bash nobody or what. We just want to let their legacy kind of live on.
All my bashing Durk.
No, I can't complain.
Come on, bro. Yeah, go replay this interview. That's a dumbass question.
I put out a free Durk song.
Like damn.
Was it
genuine?
Look at this shit, yo. He think everything is a fucking game, yo. He think everything is a game, yo. I put out a free Durk song. Hey, nigga, fuck that song, nigga. yo, he think, yo, that's why I can't fuck with Adam. That's why I don't watch him. That's why I try to stay away from anything he got in. But, you know, some things you got to speak on. But it's like, yo, come on, bro. What you mean you put out a free Durk song? Yeah, and on that same song, Trap Lil Ross disrespected him. Yo, everything not a game, man. When people losing their life and going to prison for life and facing life sentences, yo, it is not a game. It's not funny. It's real, man. It's people that's affected outside of Durk, outside of the victims. It's families. It's generations, especially for Durk. It's generations of people that's affected by this whole situation, y'all. And then when you factor in the evidence that they're trying to use to convict them, it's like, yo, it ain't even a rock solid case for real. Ain't even a rock solid case, man. And you don't see them use this evidence against people outside of black and probably brown people. That's why I be against it. It'd be different if this is how the system worked for all. But this is not how the system worked for all, man. This is how the system worked for black men. You know what I mean?
I said killing people ain't normal. Somebody tell Durk.
Was it genuine?
I got Brick Baby of OTF fame on it.
Was it genuine,
Yes.
Adam?
Yes. Ride that pony.
You got real questions for me?
You already know I got a whole bunch of shit. We got a lot to catch up on. You ain't been here in a minute.
No, I ain't been here in a minute because I be like I see Adam don't really be pushing the pieces like he a part of the problem.
What are you talking about? I'm the ultimate peace pusher.
You're a
There
part
you
of
go.
the problem.
Playing
Like how I be
again.
talking about the motherfuckers in Chicago. You don't have to be a part of, like how they be saying the fans are part of the problem. Your ass a fan. You over fanned out. You down to the top fan of Chicago.
You're a violent gang member.
That's cap. Like this.
Yo, J-Man ain't been a part of that shit like that. That's why he couldn't push peace. That's why Durk ain't had no problem linking up with him, because J-Man wasn't involved, man. Wasn't involved, y'all. Listen to him talk about the situation and how he was raised. J-Man was raised right. He was around, but he wasn't involved to the capacity of a butter or Cash.
Like y'all out here shaking ass on top of cars, drinking cut water, all this dumbass shit. Get your motherfucking kids. Y'all letting the girls watch baddies and shit like that and expect them to just go to school and do what's right. Hell no, they gonna do exactly what the fuck they see on baddies. And the little boys, they playing GTA and shit all fucking day. All they doing is playing GTA and shit, and y'all expect them to not be out here stealing cars and driving hot cars and come on, man. Yeah, I'd rather the kids catch a belt now than a bullet later. Do your homework on catching the belt now so you don't catch the bullet later. See, when I was a shorty, my mama ain't even let me play like all this Call of Duty shit, this bang bang shoot 'em up shit. Nah, we already live in the projects. You don't need your mind don't even need to be as fucked up as these other little motherfuckers. You catch my drift? Do y'all homework on being raised in a fucked up environment and still letting these kids play motherfucking Grand Theft Auto.
Hit that like button, y'all.
For them great. They own kids' minds as sponges on games. So it's certain shit I couldn't even play on for them grave. Y'all hearing they little ass in the next room, letting they ass curse on for them grave. It start with the cursing and shit. When I was a kid, bro, my mama used to beat the fuck out of us. Now I understand why. If I did that to a lady, I would have died when I came home. I already know not to do no shit like that. Cause my mama would have, we stayed on the 16th floor in the project, she would have threw me off the balcony on for them grave before her kids is out here making her
That's
look
the
bad.
problem, y'all. The problem is nowadays, people want to install fear in their children, which the child should have a little bit of fear, but the respect should outweigh the fear, man. People only fear you in your face. People respect you behind your back. The problem is nowadays these kids don't respect their parents, even if they're scared of them. They don't respect them, because if those kids respected their parents, they would be scared of the consequences that they face once they got in the house. My kids would never do my kids would be scared to death of what I would be scared of what I would do to my kids if they participated in some shit like that. And I'm talking about the thing that happened in Chicago earlier.
Like she ain't taught us shit. Like she ain't taught us shit, gang. Like she ain't taught us shit. Y'all not teaching y'all kids shit. Beat they ass, boy. Beat these kids. Never beat none of my mama kids on for them grade. Like what? Y'all ass is tweaking on for them grade. Like y'all ass tweaking. Y'all letting these little motherfuckers do any and everything on bro grade. They squatting up with a grown ass woman. Man, motherfucker with now, and that's my whole thing. Y'all treat these kids like angels on for them grade. Still gonna reward them and all that dumbass shit on for them grade when they out here doing real criminal activity. I think the lady was pregnant, all type of shit on for them grade. They ass want to act like animals, put their ass in the cage. Now, we ain't saying that like lock their ass up, but y'all catch my drift. Like, tame y'all motherfucking animals. We ain't comparing kids to animals. Fuck that. If they acting like animals on for them grade, what the fuck is they? On for them, if it quack like a duck and they look like, come on, bro, break this shit down. On for them grade, beat they ass, bro. Beat they ass. We gonna leave that to the parents of the kids, gang. Like, we ain't telling no random motherfucker beat their ass, so all y'all at this school for no reason, because y'all better not touch no motherfucking kids. But the parents, gang, the parents, y'all gotta do something for. If that's one of y'all babies on for them grade, chastise their ass. Ain't nothing wrong with chastising your baby. Now, y'all go too far with the abusive shit on for them grade, but chastising your child, ain't nothing wrong with that shit on bro, because it's gonna help.
And another thing you gotta do too, when your kids is when you do chastise them, you gotta explain to them after everything calm down. You have to, it's a must that you. A lot of single mothers fall fat with this, where they discipline their kids and then they don't explain to them why they did it. They just leave it at that. It's a must, that after you discipline your children, explain to them why this happened, and what needs to be done different to avoid this from happening again. That's mandatory in parenting.
Help their ass in the future. Like y'all out here shaking ass on top.
Man, have y'all been seeing what been going on with this guy's a goofball, y'all.
So they get a
This nigga's one of the goofiest niggas in Chicago. We'll get to him though. Goofy ass nigga. Have y'all been seeing what's going on with Finesse 2 times and Takeoff?
Put me in the car with a beach night in the cold, you hear me? So boom. Now because I'm
Hold on. That's hella shit I want to talk about for real. Let's see, all this shit for days. Let's watch this real quick.
Dame is the first nigga that I seen stand up against them people.
We put this tour together ourselves.
Yeah, we put this shit together.
You want to come jump on the tour, nice and successful, and bring jackets.
Niggas
yeah.
throw my fucking head down. These same niggas that he was defending the cracker now, man. You defending the same cracker he was dog walking. Everything that nigga told you that them crackers was gonna do, he was shitting on them crackers right then. Shitting on them every chance he got. He dog walked and let them know, nigga, you a visitor. Dame is the first nigga that I.
That's why. Remember I was telling y'all why the difference between Dame Dash and Jay-Z? You know, people try to make it seem like Jay-Z was just a much better businessman, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think Dame Dash just wasn't willing to play the game. Finesse 2 times this Offset. Now Offset is tender as a motherfucker about Cardi B. And I don't respect it.
Hey man, we back in the
Because, yo, you for what we know, you been cheating on that girl y'all whole marriage, bro. Now she done moved on. And he is on some like super tender soft shit. If you cared about the girl, yo, maybe you should have carried it that way when y'all was together, my nigga.
break. Listen, we got finesse escalated in them. You know how these dudes are.
I ain't now one.
Shouldn't play with him because he wants to catch the fade.
My I'ma the shit out your whole ass when I catch you. I ain't now one little fool who finna be backstage ducking and dodging and running and I ain't on fan paper no more, fool. All you gotta do is tell your security, get out the way. I'ma tell man, get out the way. Man, I'ma sweep the floor with your whole ass, fool. You a bitch.
So as soon as them clips hit the blog, the internet turned into WrestleMania.
I don't want to hear your narrator, your narration. I want to go to the video where he just talking. Because he went on a long-ass rant. Here you go.
On you, my how I speak on you, my speak about a nigga. What I said? What I said, my what I said? What I said about you, bro? Straight bill with that serious, you'll know verbatim what I said. Hospital, man. Y'all got me up, man. I'm out here trying to talk about some money and peace, and here go this out the blue, holler about some fucking finesse. Don't say my name. All about Cardi B. Cuz everybody that said Cardi B name, cuz. And you won't come say 259, cuz. Get your dick.
Alright, what's up with it, y'all? Hold on, my bad. Alright, what's up with it, y'all? So look, I'm back again with another video right now. Listen, man, I was scrolling up.
You already know I'm a business, man. You know I'm standing on business, man. You know I ain't playing no more game, man. You hear me? Hey, I ain't gonna even lie, right? Man, I've been calling the X and J. You know, I've been on straight music time lately, y'all. You know, I've been pushing money and peace. You know, so I've been streaking on some get money shit. You know what I'm saying? Now here come this bitch mad at me, man, about this old man. You hear me? This nigga mad at me about this man. You know what I'm talking about, man, about this shit ass old man. Hey, but listen, on first of all, you know what?
To be honest, nigga ain't trying to hit nothing from Offset or Quavo. Cause niggas ain't do nothing about the takeoff situation. Man, your motherfucking man or your cousin, whoever he is to you, nephew, took a dome shot. And you niggas ain't do nothing. So I don't even try to hear that gangster shit. Yeah, man, you can say that gangster shit, bro.
I take that back. I'm gonna take that back. I ain't gonna need to give you respect card like that because you a queen. You made a way out of no way. You came out the project. You came from where I came from. You understand where it come from, where I come where I'm coming from. But at the same time, I spoke on a situation in these tender ass, bitch ass.
Hit that like button, y'all. Share the live.
Don't at me, bro. Don't get
Subscribe to the
mad
channel
at
if
me,
you
my
new.
boy. You hear me, my boy? Don't get mad at me, my boy. Get mad at the football playing, my boy. Don't get mad at me. Nigga, what's wrong with you, fool? Get mad at that nigga sticking that football in there. That's what you get mad at. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at that sticking that mother football up there, man. You know what I'm talking about? Get up off me, my boy. You hear me? This ain't it, my boy. You hear me? So look, I'm gonna put y'all down. This nigga, right? This nigga, I'm chilling, right? Out of nowhere, I see Offset for next 2 times. Don't speak
he be
on
high
my
as a
name.
motherfucker.
The last time you was in Atlanta. The last time I was in Atlanta, when? I was just in Atlanta last night. What you talking about, nigga? What's wrong with y'all? Like a Durk and Rick or something. I'm outside, man. I don't know what you niggas done heard, man. I don't know what y'all heard, man. I don't know who y'all let tell y'all the story about me. But believe in them stories gonna get your mother head tore off your mother shoulders, boy. See, y'all ain't seen this side of me because I was on them bed papers. And I already knew them folks gonna fuck me off, man, for disciplinary conduct and all that old bullshit. My eyes slap all your dreads out your head. You a bitch. What you talking about? And like Lil Juice, and like my little brother said, we done seen you 2-3 times. We done seen you 2-3 times. And you gonna inbox. I ain't gonna even not put what you said in my DM, but you know what you said in my DM about Atlanta. You know what you said in my DM. When I catch you, you gonna have to live with that or die with it, bitch. I stamped it because you don't know me. You don't need not know me. You riding off this internet. And then look what I say to them. Man, what that shit is? What that shit is? I call this, I'm asking this. Then I tell legit meet up and fight. Cause as soon as I answer the phone, man, listen, out the blue, man, listen, I don't know what's going on, y'all. I'm gonna be real. All I know is I said something about Cardi B. I said that I ain't know, man, Stephon D, man. I ain't know the name at first, man. Now I know the name, man. All because of this, man. I don't even watch sports, man. But now I know the football nigga sticking nigga in your hole, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I said, man. All I said was that the football was sticking nigga hole, man. You ain't say shit when Pooh shot shot. He shot it whole ass. You ain't say shit, man. Who else? Who else did? The Bang, Fredo Bang, shoot his shot at you. You don't say shit to him, but you feel like you can say something to 250. Man, I'm a beat at your ass when I catch you. I ain't now one of them nigga fool who finna be backstage ducking and dodging and running and I ain't on fed paper no more, fool. All you gotta do is tell your security, get out the way. I'ma tell man, get out the way. Man, I'ma sweep the floor with your ass, fool. You a big
He definitely still
ain't
whining.
did no time, man. Low security ass, man. Them little ass charges you can catch him, man. You niggas, man. You niggas ain't catching no real wreck, man. You niggas, man, y'all don't know no, man. Nigga hurt one of you little boys, man. Flip one of you little boys on y'all neck, man. Hurt one of you little boys, man. Send one of you little boys to the hospital, man. Y'all got me up, man. I'm out here trying to talk about some money and peace. And here go this out the blue, holler about some fucking finesse. Don't say my name. All about Cardi B. Cuz everybody done said Cardi B name, cuz. And you won't come say 259, cuz. Get your dick sucking ass off social media. Tell that ass. I'm from Memphis. Don't mention my name when they coming over. Man, marshmallow ass boy. I'm talking about, and like I said, when you see me, you ain't got no chance to duck no Rick. Ain't no ducking no Rick no more. No. And sure you kiss me and got this shit all over my goddamn lips. Your ass laughing.
I told you to wipe your lips.
This man, you tripping, fool. You tripping. You over there stressed out about this. You got to be stressed out. You worry about me. You talking about spitting on me. You need to be trying to spit on the football field. You need to be trying to spit on the stadium. That's who got King Kong in your hole. That's who put in your the football playing man. Don't come with me. You tell me to go spin on the football stadium. You won't spin on me for me. Fuck you talking about, nigga? I just got out of jail, homie. You want to spin on me? Spin on the football, nigga, fool. Push I used to say something about you. You don't say nothing about me. You don't say nothing. You don't say shit. Oh, I guess you thought I was sweet or something. Stripping ass. Oh, you mad because little baby done made your ass get naked. See, I'm going to do way worse than that. I ain't going to make you get naked. In order to squash this right here, you're going to have to wire me $1 million. And I ain't playing with your ass. You better call QC or somebody. Your ass gonna need help paying me to get off your ass. Cause when I catch you down bad, I'm gonna knock all your teeth out. out your mouth. If I can't get no money at you, I'm gonna knock all your teeth out your mouth. I'm letting you know right now. At the earthquake anywhere, you're gonna have to shake it, my boy. You're gonna have to shake it. You're gonna have to show me. You're gonna have to stand on that shit. All that shit you put in my DM, you're gonna have to stand. I'm talking about Offset. Talking about who you talking about? Who you talking about? Offset. Yeah, nigga. Now go take a bath. I already took a bath. Whoever you will. Oh, you probably hungry some more. Somebody go take a bath. Yeah, I been took a bath. Home grab. You ain't got a cigarette to smoke black for $79,000. In front of the whole wide world. When I catch you, I'm gonna beat all your dreads out your head. All you gotta do is tell your security to get out my way. I'm gonna beat all your dreads out your head. You a boy. And that's why that football playing nigga put football in your hole. Fuck you talking about, like I said, yo, he still getting f***ing. Talking about you a rich. And I ain't even got much as you nigga. I ain't my fuck you talking about. Yeah, and fucking big. You'll put this long in your hole. Fuck you talking about. Now I ought to go DM you. Fuck you talking about. Pooh Shiesty to DM him. Everybody else, and I'm handsome. I damn near look like Stephon Diggs with a haircut. When I get my haircut, I almost look like Stephon Diggs. Just without a football. I'm just a rapper. I could have went for his little brother or something. Fuck you to be, might like the little brother. Hey, son. Hey, son. Hey, son. Hey, son. Hey, but on some real shit. Hey, on some real shit. From the Sugar page, they can block Clever Play page. They can block the whole family page. They can block Lil Ju, No Love, Mama P. They can block everybody. They can mad at everybody. Man, you a real ass boy. Then I'm out here having problems seeing my motherfucking kids, and here you will want to sue.
So he be fuck with Baltimore niggas. He be fuck with NASG Chaz. NASG Chaz is on the boat with him and Cardi.
Baby mama, for $70 million and take out your kid's mouth. Yeah, I'm talking about your kid.
Yo, but Offset is tender as a motherfucker, bro. Like I can't co-sign none of his behavior he been doing post breakup. Like, yo, you been fucking hella bitches, bro. Like, it's been one thing if he was faithful. You know what I mean? If you been fucking hella bitches. Now she done moved on. And it's like whoever she move on with, whoever mentions her name, this nigga Offset in their DM. Like, goddamn, shorty, like, you fucked that money up, my nigga. If you cared about it, you should act like it.
Your mouth, boy.
Offset tender as shit.
You ain't finna do nothing but go buy a chrome hard belt for $79,000. You might as well let your baby mama keep it. You ain't finna go do nothing about a chrome hard skull cap for $20,000. Dumbass, clout chasing ass. To keep my name out your mouth. I said what I said, homie. Then I'm constantly trying to choose peace, homie. And you constantly for me, y'all ain't gonna be satisfied till nigga flash all the way out and crash, bro. Get the off my line, bro. Get off my line, my boy. I ain't now one to be playing with my when I go to jail. I ain't gonna go to jail for how, like you is, homie. I ain't gonna go.
No, he don't. He definitely selected politics.
When I do what I do to you, I ain't gonna just be able to just go, you ain't living like that, homie. You can go to jail for carrying.
He definitely selected politicking.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna put this on the line.
Offset is too though. They both selected politicking for real. Niggas stripped you, Offset. Like, yo, like I don't be no, I mean, niggas, you know, I don't know, yo. Niggas stripped your butt naked, yo. Like, I think he got bigger fish to fry than be worrying about finesse.
Glorifying this shit. I'm not glorifying jail, bro. I'm not, let me say this, let me highlight this. I'm not glorifying jail, bro. But I go to jail for shooting them, discharging them. Leave me alone, my boy. This ain't that. I ain't finna pump fake with you. I ain't finna argue with you in the crowd. Yeah, MGM. Yeah, downtown, in the middle, yeah, like that, yeah, the done way, the whole way, yeah. Like, leave me alone, that's what I'm trying to tell you, and you on your story talking like that. Now, what if I catch you, and you down bad and got kids and shit with you? Now what? Because I don't play fair. All right then. Leave me alone. What if I catch you and you got family and shit with you? Y'all all at Disney World and shit. Because I go to Disney World. I go to Disney World. I beat your ass at Disney World, boy. I go to Disney World. Yeah. I catch your ass at Disney World. Fire your ass up at Disney World, boy. Yeah. You can't miss me, boy, whatever I catch you with. Just for playing with me, then you come saying, I.
I think Finesse is tired of people playing with him. Like, niggas been playing with Finesse 3 times for a long time, man. I ain't gonna lie. But, you know, he make it easy. He make it easy. He a target. He do a lot of fuck shit his goddamn self, for real. He definitely said that, Bob.
Alright. And your ass through when it come to Houston. Damn near anyone in Texas. Your ass through. Yeah, and I'm putting my clothes back on from yesterday. Yeah, I'm still in the street with it. Something else. That's the rule, man. You ain't no street if you don't wear your clothes 3 times, bro. You gotta wear your clothes. Take a bath.
Definitely them perks.
They say don't wash it to your ass and shit. Wash your ass and shit. Brush your teeth and do all that shit. But man, wear your feet 3 times though, bro. You ain't no street nigga, bro. If you don't wear your feet 3 times, but you a bitch. When you talk to
Dude, what the fuck? You crazy. Don't say if you don't wear your feet 3 times, you a bitch. What the fuck type of rationale was that? These niggas is weird, man.
This whole nigga gonna at me. Dude ain't never been to Disney World. I ain't have been to Disney World. Fool, I ain't got kids. Shut your ass up. You dick around another. You don't even not know what you talking about. You don't even talking about another nigga ain't been to Disney World. How you gonna say what another nigga ain't been? You just sitting over there probably hungry as hell.
And these niggas is weirdos, man.
Dick around another nigga. I'm on my line.
I'm not doing all this online, yo.
Internet gangster, but I'm in the streets though. That's what's funny. That's what's funny as hell to me. Quick to holler internet gangster, but I'm in the streets though. And ain't no nigga playing with me in the streets. So what internet about this shit? And I'm in the streets. I'm gonna go get in them right now. And ain't no nigga gonna play with me today. Or tomorrow, or next week, or next month. What you talking about? This ain't no internet. I get played with on the internet. I don't get played with in the street.
That's what I tried to acquire you. Hey yo, you ain't lying, Reed. This shit only supposed to be a 20-second video, man. Like, there's no way you should have been ranting on this nigga for 41 minutes, bro. God damn, yo. At that point, just meet up, drop the low. I'm pulling up. You feel me? If it's that much energy toward it, yeah, look, man, drop the location, man. I'm ready to take a flight there right now. Yeah, man, we can meet in the back alley or something. One-on-one fight. You got your guys, I got mine.
What on the internet? I'm going out the door with them. Look at about here. Anybody ready?
I would say like 5. You said really being chopped by, so I don't think so.
Nah, I'm gonna put my head on the fucking chop. I gotta go handle these bitches. I can go ahead and be out like 10 out. This bitch get every day, cuz. Got rap nigga football players. If you tell them.
Yo, the crazy thing about it, he didn't even say anything. For real. This is how it started.
Let them hoes go be with Javante Davis. Let them hoes go. What buddy name will hit everybody with you? He outsaid bitch, man. Man, what's that name who fuck everybody over, man?
He drunk as a bitch, too.
I don't know the name, man. The nigga handsome, man. He got braids, man. Shit. I hated the nigga DM my bitch. Well, I wouldn't hate it because it'd be a headache. But shit, I'd be bitches. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man.
That's all he said, yo. That's all you said, man. He definitely called him hassle. The nigga that fuck Offset, bitch. the Offset did this. Well.
Watch out, shooting it. watch out. I got these. These mine, these. Follow me some dope.
Hold up. What the fuck Offset say, man? I know I saved it. I probably ain't saved it. Shit. I probably ain't saved it. Yo, but Lil King, yo, apologize to Finesse, man.
Other niggas started to see like the shit that was, that was really going on, and then nigga really see. And a lot bro did try to, help a nigga and shit. I'm gonna admit that he tried to do his little part.
They used that little kid. I don't want to hear too much from him. He's a kid. They used that little kid, man. He let the little fuck boy Hustle Cartel use him to go against Finesse. And now he back in Memphis, probably struggling. Oh, hey, this is what Offset said. Keep naming me, stand on it to all you pussies. What I look like beefing with a BBL. Ain't finesse shit, but a BBL, sweet ass nigga. Get in the gym. Yo, Offset tender as a motherfucker about Cardi, boy. God damn. That nigga tender. Shit. What else I wanted to talk about? It was something else I had in mind. Fuck else was it? Y'all want to see some thugs? Look at these thugs right here, y'all. I ain't show y'all no thugs in a minute. Look at these guys.
Good for you. Let me help you. Do not touch me. 911 now. He's touching my arm.
Oh yeah, Mimo 600, right.
Threw my phone out of my hand. That's assault. That's assault, yeah. Call 911 now. He's pushing me to the knees. That's self-defense. That's bigger assault. I'm pushing him away from me. That's bigger assault, jerk. 911 now. Now he took my food.
He took his food.
He pushed me.
Look at these gangsters, man.
Get him out of here. Get my ice out of here.
He just robbed them, yo.
He's right up in my face right now. Oh, he's right up in my face.
Look,
yeah, you're just telling me to run instead of calling the police? You got my ice ready. It is not safe outside.
Hey, you said it wasn't safe outside, yo.
For you. Let me help you. Do not touch me. 911 now.
Dang, he got the niggas on call. I didn't know you could do that, so you can just say 911 now when they come. It's like a bat signal. Who knew you can do that, y'all? Yo, that is a new form of communication with the police. I've never heard of that before.
He's touching my arm. Touching your phone. Now he threw my phone out of my hand. That's assault. That's assault, yeah. Call 911 now. He's pushing me to the knees. That's self-defense. That's bigger assault. I'm pushing him away from me. That's bigger assault. 911 now. Now he took my food. He threw my phone. He pushed me.
Yeah.
Get him out of here. Get my ice out of here. Got my ice ready. He's right up in my face right now. Oh, he's right up in my face. Oh, yeah, you're just telling me to run instead of calling the police? You got my ice ready. It is not safe outside.
Yeah, the police told him to run, yo. the police told him to run. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Hey, where the fuck is they at, yo? Hey, everybody called the police. They told his ass to run. Hey, this just be comical, man. Yo, I know they just told a man to run, yo. Oh Lord, yo, we live in some wild times out here today, man. Look at G Herbo, look at Fat Joe. Fat Joe, look, he waiting to lie. Jadakiss couldn't believe Fat Joe said he got arrested for the same thing as G Herbo at 10 before G Herbo finished the story. Yo, listen to this shit, yo. Yo, Fat Joe is diabolical, yo. Yo, I'm glad some of these rappers started speaking and mad that some of them started. You know, I'm glad, yo, because they exposed the fact that a lot of these guys are flawed, but some of the shit that they say is detrimental. So it's like, you know, it's like a good and a bad thing at the same time. But yo, listen to Fat Joe. Yo, how does this happen? G Herbo is explaining his first arrest, and Fat Joe didn't even finish the story. And Fat Joe like, shit, I got locked up for that too.
10 years old, first time I got arrested.
What?
Low boy.
10 years old, first time you got
First time I
arrested.
went to jail.
What they locked you up for?
Some fried. I was young at my homie crib. His mom's wasn't there. It's
I
like
went to
3,
jail
4 in
for
the
the
morning.
same shit for the first time. Yeah,
3, 4 in the morning.
You know what he was I know what he's saying. I know I went to jail for the same
Look, let me
first time.
tell you.
Yeah.
We went upstairs to the roof
Yeah,
of his
this guy is
crib in an
crazy.
apartment building. I don't even remember how the fuck we went up to the roof. We went and did that and was throwing bricks off the roof at
Oh, no.
cars. Like just throwing
This
bricks
shit don't
at,
know.
Oh, no.
at cars, moving cars, going down the street. He lived on a busy street. We just doing shit for like an hour. But this how we got arrested. We got bored and started dropping the bricks on the cars on the street. So that was how we got caught, because it's like they coming from down. You could tell somebody doing it from this building, from the top of the shit. And somebody called the police. Police came, got in the building. And probably one of the tenants was like, man, that's the Bass Boys right there on the second floor. Like, you feel me? They came, locked by us. I was like 10 years old first time I got
Yo,
arrested.
how the fuck he gonna say he got locked up for the same thing too, and he ain't let the man finish his fucking sentence, man? Fat Joe is diabolical, yo. The stories that he be giving is crazy. Oh yeah, Mimo 600 goofy ass. I think I got some more shit from Mimo first before I get to that. I showed y'all the interrogation with the Baltimore kid.
Well, I'll say I'm giving up information, bro. I'd rather you put that gun in my head and kill my shit all the way. Well, listen, bro, we're not doing that. So I'd rather you kill my shit all the way. I take that a headshot, all the whole clip in the face before I go out like that. Right. That shit ain't even that serious. Well, I'll say I'm giving up information, bro. I'd rather you put that gun in my head and kill my shit all the way. Well, listen, bro, we're not doing that. So I'd rather you kill my shit all the way. I take that a headshot, all the whole clip in the face before I go out like that.
My man said he'd take the whole clip in the face before he give him motherfucking information. Straight up. Oh, I know what I wanted to go to before Mimo. Doug face. Now we get to Mimo first.
So when they get a Durk, I got another story, man.
The same look. Mimo speaks on Dulo eating a girl out after Just Blow smashed her. This the same situation, similar to how the hot boys stopped fucking with Turk, going on interviews, just saying shit. Like, yo, who needed to know this information, bro? Who needed to know? Like, yo, like, is this even your story to tell? Yo, Mimo been going off. I think Mimo might be a cooperator, to be honest. I ain't got no evidence to suggest that. I'm just saying he would be a prime candidate for the feds. When he fall out with Durk, he would be the prime candidate to put the press on. Straight up.
Man, blow crackers some hoes, man. Just blow. Boom, 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 boom. The got glitter all on her skirt. Right. Now we put the hoes out. Now we going in the lobby. We finna get ready for the show. Duty come downstairs. Duty like, oh, Bucky, I just cracked that. We like, which one? He like, the one below head. We like, you ate her pussy. Blood. He like, hell no, he merced and everything. He don't Bucky, I ain't eat that pussy. We Duty. You got glitter all on the top of your head.
Duty,
He
low.
didn't tell me till like 6 months later that he did eat her pussy.
Oh.
Got on a skirt with glitter all on it. You know, if you rub against the glitter residue on Steve McGee, glitter all on his head. Man, blow clown on him.
How
We
can
clowned him
you?
for like 2 years straight.
Oh my
That situation was
God.
worse than the man. The smirk
I ain't gonna lie, D-Lo was dead wrong for that. Yeah, man. Your ears out of order for that shit. But that wasn't his story to tell, man. It's another video I thought I saved with him over that bitch just talking and shit. He just do a lot of talking, y'all. Like he would love to be in an interrogation room setting. You know what I mean? In an interrogation room setting, I can see him telling every goddamn thing. Did y'all see this? This is crazy. This is crazy right here, y'all. Listen to this. This lady said that she needed a white man. Look, send me a white boy, is what she said. This is what she posted. Send me a white boy. And look what happened to her. A 23-year-old woman was stabbed to death by her boyfriend, who then set himself on fire and died. Baton Rouge Police Department says Stephen Heinrich Jr. fatally stabbed Stacy Charles, then crashed head-on and lit himself on fire. He died from his injuries. Yeah, this is crazy, y'all. Y'all, I don't know why black women think that black men are more abusive than any other group of men. Yo, but that is like, that shit's not true. It's not even backed up by data. It's not even backed up by data. Yo, black men respect their women more than any other group of men, yo. Y'all. I don't know how many black women knew that. You know, I know that's not the narrative. Yeah, but black men respect their women more than any other group of men. You know why? Because a lot of us was raised by women. So we got a certain level of respect for women the other group of men don't got. I don't know what made her think that that's what she needed. She needed a white boy a white guy to find love, but rest in peace to her, man. Rest in peace to her. Oh, that's what I wanted to show y'all. So, yeah, one of the parents from the Chicago situation uploaded a video, y'all, on TikTok. Look at this shit. Oh, another one of the parents. Okay. Got more parents talking. Let's see what this parent said. One of the kids from Chicago incident apologized on Facebook Live.
Hey, my name is Kamara Gray.
No, I don't like her demeanor already. She should have her eyes should be red. Her eyes should be red, man. She should be real somber. She should be red. This happened yesterday. Or this morning or something. Yesterday. She should be real somber, man. It looked like to me she didn't face stiff consequences.
Yeah. I was wrong for that. It's okay.
And it's not okay. It ain't okay. See, this is the problem, y'all. It should have been. I need to hear a male voice in the background somewhere.
For everything that I did, and I was just being a follower, following everybody who don't even got nothing that I got. And I apologize for everything because
I need to apologize from the parents. Like, fuck that. The parents need to apologize. The parents need to apologize, man.
I want to be in that situation. And I feel bad because
No, I ain't buying that shit. Nope. That ain't enough. That ain't enough. But look at this other parent, though, y'all. Look at this other parent. Look at this parent.
You know the whole city of Chicago looking for you, right? You and your little friends. Because you was wrong yesterday. You were wrong. And you was going to do... somebody. So now they looking for you. You know that, right? You know I'm not helping you, right? You know the whole city of Chicago looking for you.
So this is the issue, y'all. You meet the parents, you learn the kids. Yo, what the fuck is this? And we ain't seen the father yet. So far, what? That's 2 kids. We ain't seen the father yet. Has any other kids apologize? There's about 7 kids that participated in it. Nah, that ain't good enough. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Nope. We need more than that. We need more than that. It was something else I wanted to show y'all. Did y'all see this?
It's the three-pointer. Did point shave. I mean, I would.
Yo, this guy's dumb as a motherfucker. He ready to land himself in federal prison. He must be under indictment already. Look at this shit. New Orleans University basketball player admits to point shaving, purposely missing shots to win $5K per game. All right.
Did go out there and not do my best. Basically shooting the ball and not actually trying to make it, but making it. Like make a couple and miss a couple.
Hunter says players were approached by an unidentified bettor out of Las Vegas who likely saw green flags in the form of dollar signs.
The way they did it, they'll look at the record. They're like, yeah, there's a better chance that they lose by a certain spread.
Were you worried about the consequences if you tried to point shave and failed and you lost that better money?
95%. We were going to get the job done.
Text messages recovered by investigators from teammate Daquavian Short's phone included an exchange between Short and Hunter, in which they discussed receiving $5,000 for their participation in the scheme.
Hey, Trap, I ain't got it, bro. You sent it to my Instagram?
Fast cash.
What did you want to do with that money?
Skip that question.
I see some emotion on your face here. Can you explain why?
I mean, I don't know.
Hunter getting up from our interview to go compose himself. He returned ready to share his story and his motive.
What was the motivation for the money?
Basically, I had a child. I just had a child. So, like, the school wasn't... It's the three-pointer. Did point shave. I mean, I did go out there and not do my best. Basically shooting the ball and not actually trying to make it, but making it. Like, make a couple and miss a couple.
Hunter says players were approached by an unidentified bettor out of Las Vegas who likely saw green flags in the form of dollar signs.
The way they did it...
He's ass ready to go to jail.
Record, they're like, yeah, there's a better chance that they lose by a certain spread.
Were you worried about the consequences if you tried to point shave and failed and you lost that better money?
95%. We were going to get the job done.
Text messages recovered by investigators from teammate Daquavian Short's phone included an exchange between Short and Hunter, in which they discussed receiving $5,000 for their participation in the scheme.
I was money hungry. That's all it was, money hungry. Fast cash.
What did you want to do with that money?
Skip that question.
Yo, did y'all see the mayor, Eric Adams, trip to Israel? Eric Adams, Israel. Of course, they're not going to say Israel. They're just going to say is. Yo, I don't know what's up with these guys. Yo, I don't know what. I do know. It's like it's mandatory. Bring your bitch ass to Israel, nigga. Says he served Israel as New York mayor. God damn, boy. Israel got a motherfucking stranglehold on America. Where the fuck is the video at?
Here in Israel.
What's that on his head?
And as I finish, I wanted to come back here to Israel and let you know that I serve you as the mayor.
Damn.
But I want to continue to have the title that's more important to me than anything. I'm your brother. Thank you.
Hey, yo, god damn, yo, that motherfucker about to be vicious. They got ain't like an Israeli mob or something. Yo, these guys must be. Hey, yo, they ain't the ones to play with. You keep talking about black people, no, fuck no. These motherfuckers over there in Israel, boy, they must be. They were that bitch putting belt to ass. You hear me? They putting belt to niggas over that bitch. You got Floyd Mayweather over that bitch. Look like he on the fuck the name of that movie is? Get Out. Eric Adams over there. Young Thug, Kanye West apologizing to a motherfucker that don't speak English. Like, oh, this shit's getting crazy, man. They probably look, bitch. I know your bitch ass. This how the conversation went, y'all. Look, we know your bitch ass is the mayor of New York. New York is pivotal in what we need to accomplish. So listen to this, fuck boy. You're gonna work for us from now on. And you gotta put out a public statement acknowledging that you work for us. Or we gonna slap the shit out you. That's what they told him, y'all. Why is he the only black man in the room? I'm telling you, that's what they told him. I was there. That's the part I did tell you. I was there, y'all. Yeah, man, I heard it all, y'all. This shit is crazy. Damn. This shit is crazy, yo. Right? Yeah, man. You remember that day, right? Yeah, hey, don't think it can't happen again, fuck boy. Let it give that standing ovation. We got another one, y'all. Got another one.
Members of the Knesset, it is my distinct honor to welcome the Mayor of New York City, Mr. Eric Adams, and a distinguished delegation. Mayor Adams,
stand up, bitch.
thanks to leaders like you, we will be all right. Welcome to Jerusalem. Welcome to the Knesset.
Yo, this shit is wild, y'all. Damn. How many of these niggas is it, man? Yeah, wait, why he got a yarmulke on his head? I don't know. Did you send it to me? I don't know what that is. Look, bitch. Put your hand on the wall, bitch.
Yeah, we didn't come 2 years ago to the game. We didn't see any. No, so COVID actually gave a push for the columns. We were able to drill them. And this is from the last, let's say, year and a half that they've done more. This was all filled up. The same as you see over there. We have about 18 that anyone in the world can come and find their stories. And when we walk here,
You're a dear, dear friend of Israel and the Jewish people. We will never forget your moving words in solidarity on October 7th and thereafter. I'll never forget personally your historic visit during the early days of the war, just to be with us, to show strength and confidence.
Yo, we be selling out like a motherfucker, boy. God damn, yo. We don't stand on nothing. Yo, look at this, yo. Now, I don't even agree with Tucker Carlson. Yo, but any person that's willing to stand up for something, I salute him, yo. Regardless of what it is. So Tucker Carlson was on the platform. And the reporter asked him to disavow Candace Owens. And y'all know basically Candace Owens is an enemy of Israel at this point.
Your very good friend Candace Owens.
Yo, but look, so y'all know it's a thing, right? It's a thing where, like, remember when Kanye West was saying certain things? You had people close to Kanye West put out statements. You know, I don't have anything to do with that. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving. When Kyrie Irving put out that tweet, LeBron James was forced to put out a statement disavowing Kyrie Irving. Now, y'all know what Candace Owens been doing over there on her platform, calling out the conspiracies or the inconsistencies in Charlie Kirk death. And a lot of people have been coming out against Candace Owens because they're saying that she's alluding to Israel playing a role in it, even though she never said that. So for years, they've been trying to get people to separate themselves from her. They was trying to get Charlie Kirk to do it. Yo, but it seems like, yo, these white people, yo, they not willing to bend. You know, if they say something, they stand on it. And regardless if I agree with them or not, you gotta salute it. So in this situation, this guy tried to get Joe to disavow Candace Owens because of her talk about the Charlie Kirk situation. And look at what Joe said, man.
Has been putting out some pretty wacko stuff, I would say. Your very good friend Candace Owens has been putting out some pretty wacko stuff, I would say.
Because he the mayor of the biggest city in America, one of the biggest.
It's not helpful, is it, that, you know, at that time of incredible national upheaval and obviously personal and familial family tragedy, to have someone like that picking apart the argument and suggesting that there are darker forces at play here that the US government have a hand in covering up. Can you see why people get upset by that and would like you perhaps to sort of distance yourself from that sort of thing?
Pretty funny. So am I going to attack Candace Owens because you?
I'm not asking you to attack. I'm not asking you to attack her.
I'm not going to do that, Harry.
No,
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt as a foreigner of not understanding our politics. But the whole ritual of, you know, this person said something I don't like. In order to be a good person, you must denounce this person. Obviously, I would die before I played along with that. I don't know anyone who's saying that who was the moral authority to compel me. I don't know anyone saying that it was any moral authority at all. And I would say broadly, not about Candace, comma, whom I love, comma, but about all people. Getting to the truth is the most important thing. I've devoted my life to it. I haven't always done a very good job at all, but it still remains to this day my animating motive. I want to know what the truth is. Again, I don't always get there. I often usually don't get there. But I want to be the guy who cares what's true. A. B, if you're telling me that because the U.S. government or some law enforcement agency issues a statement that doesn't even make sense, that I'm required somehow morally to accept that and not ask any questions, like, can you hear yourself? I mean, what are you saying?
No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to understand that. The point I'm making.
No, I'm trying to understand. Why do you answer my question? Hold on. What are you saying? So if you're saying that if a law enforcement agency issues an explanation that doesn't actually answer like basic key questions about what happened, that I'm somehow a bad person for asking a follow-up question?
No, I don't think. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that why there is a legal process undergoing and why a guy is standing in an American courtroom today, potentially facing the chair.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. If this is a black man, and they was asked to disavow another black man, they'd have did it, bro. based off of the history and previous situations, I think it's fair to say that they would have did that shit. I can't co-sign anything that, even if they really do believe what this person saying is true, they would really get on a platform publicly and distance themselves from him, man. Shit fucked up.
That case, needs to.
I don't think he's in a courtroom today. I don't think he's pled either way.
He was in court. He was in court this afternoon for a hearing.
Did he plead?
It's ongoing as we go on. I think it was a.
Okay, so I'll tell you my position as.
Let me just finish my point. Let me just finish my point. My point is, you asked my question. You asked what I'm saying. I'm saying is spectacularly unhelpful to have conspiracy theories, and questioning the.
Unhelpful to whom?
Unhelpful to the hopefully getting justice for the guy that put a bullet in that young man's neck.
In what sense? Why is it okay? If a government issue, I think this is kind of why your country is jumping off a cliff collectively, because it's like, well, the government said so. In my country, we have a long tradition of freedom, and that means that every person is allowed to come to his own conclusions based on facts and consistent with his own conscience. Our Bill of Rights, unlike yours, guarantees that right. That's why we don't send people to prison for Facebook posts. So if the government issues a description of what they say happened and it doesn't make sense to you, I'm not sure who it's, quote, unhelpful to ask, like, what does this mean? What are you saying? And, I'm not referring specifically to Candace Owens or anyone else, but, like, what are you even talking about? Why is that unhelpful? Are you saying that the government always reaches the right conclusion? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying there's a risk, though, that during a live trial, essentially, that there's
risk to whom?
A risk to the justice, a risk to the trial collapsing, a risk to giving this guy ammunition to perhaps, to suggest in a courtroom that the case against him is somehow flawed.
But you're assuming he's guilty. Like, that's not our system. We don't pronounce people guilty without hearing the evidence. I don't know, what country are you from? That's not how it works here.
I'm not assuming he's guilty. I'm saying he's on trial right now.
We don't put anybody to death unless we're sure they actually did it. And we're sure they did it because we've heard all the evidence, we've heard the counter argument against that evidence, and then the citizens make up their mind. So that's our system. That's how we arrive at justice. We don't just assume because we heard 3 things on Twitter that someone is guilty and deserves the death penalty. Like, that is not justice. That's like African justice. And we just try not to do that here. So I don't know. It looks like this guy did it. From everything I've heard, it sounds like he did it. I don't know. I still don't understand the story. And I think that's fair to say. It's not unhelpful to say that. It's just true. And by the way, it's never unhelpful to tell the truth. The whole mandate in life, especially in our business, is to tell the truth.
Yeah. You once gave an interview where you accused Pat Buchanan of needling Jewish people. And that's been thrown.
Pat Buchanan up and down.
Yeah, I remember you had a bow tie on back in those days. But that accusation, it has been thrown back at you, for inviting Darryl Cooper onto your show. The guy who said that Churchill was the
question? I was thinking about this
villain.
Today. I was thinking.
Then he changed the subject on him.
Yeah, but I mean,
Cooper's like actually kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he might be talking about the justice system over there in Africa. Like, when I first heard him say that, I was, it was a little pause for a minute too. But maybe the justice system over there is kind of flawed. I think it might have been bad wording, but I think that's probably what he meant.
And very moderate. And I don't really know that episode, which I thought was really interesting. And I really like Darryl Cooper enormously as a person. I think he's an honest person. I don't know if he's right about everything, but he seems motivated by a desire to find out what's true. I'm not exactly sure what Darryl Cooper said to cause this like world historic event.
He said that Churchill was the chief villain of the Second World War.
No, okay. I don't look. I'm not. I'll tell you what I think, which is any time you are sending money and munitions to Joseph Stalin, who was the greatest mass murderer in the history of Europe, killed more Christians than any person in history, more than Nero, then you're on the wrong path. How about this? Don't send weapons to Joseph Stalin. It's not an endorsement of Hitler. I loathe Hitler. I'm not pro-Hitler. Hitler's disgusting. But I don't think that any government should ever send weapons to Joseph Stalin. Like, that's just not hard. And we did, and your government did enthusiastically, and it's very shameful that you did that. And why is that? You're not allowed to say that. I don't understand. Why is that? I'm not a Holocaust denier. I'm not anti-Semitic. I just don't think you should send weapons to Joseph Stalin because he murdered tens of millions of people.
That would therefore make
Like,
Joseph...
how about no?
I get that. I agree with that, but that would
that
would surely make Joseph Stalin, not Winston Churchill, the chief villain. You know, excluding Hitler.
Okay, let me remind you of your own history. Who facilitated those weapons transfers? It was Winston Churchill. It was your prime minister who convinced our president that we needed to support Joseph Stalin. Like, no, that is wrong.
You think it is fair to
As a Christian, I find it disgusting to some atheist monster who's murdering Christians, murdering priests like wholesale, blowing up churches. No, I don't think so. I'm not for that. And no amount of screaming by Ben Shapiro is going to make me for that. I hate Hitler, obviously. Let me say it again. I'm very anti-Hitler.
Yo, that's crazy how they just try to make everybody submit to Israel, yo. Like, that's how you know who the media is controlled by, who is ran by. Like, yo, why is that so important? That if you got a face in media, you gotta be basically an Israeli bitch. Like, you can't, like, yo, this shit is crazy, y'all.
I think that goes.
I'm not for that.
But is Churchill the chief villain? I mean, obviously a leader dear to
the chief villain. I mean, look at your country now. It's pathetic. Like, how is that a win? As I said to Pierce the other day, I was like, how did you guys win? You go to Japan. Japan has problems, but Japan is a wonderful, functional, beautiful, clean. Your country's not clean. Neither's mine. Like, cleanliness is really important. If your cities are dirty, you know, you've gone way off the rails. And by the way, the Victorians would never have, they understood that order was the first thing God created out of chaos. And that is a virtue just by itself. Order is a virtue. And you walk through London, parts of London are wonderful. Parts of London are just absolutely filthy, like New York or Philadelphia. Like, that's not acceptable. And why not just say that? And why is it the victor countries that are the worst? Like, what was that? And no, someone who can't reassess that without like screaming Holocaust denial, anti-Semitic, it has nothing to do with Jews. It's literally nothing to do with Jews. I'm just wondering, what is that? Shut up. Well, I'm not going to shut up because I haven't said anything wrong. Everything I've said is reasonable, and you know it's reasonable. And so, like, why the attempt to police reasonable observations? Like, why?
Man, salute to yo, man, for standing behind Shorty, man. And I probably don't agree with half the things he talk about. But I can always stand with a person that's willing to stand for something. And ain't willing to bend for political pressure or just because there's money involved. I wanted to look into this earlier, too. Secrets is exposed. Trump online shooter account reveals bizarre link to Kirk alleged killer.
Made that was not a threat, or it rose to a level and missed red flags before last year's shooting in Butler, Pennsylvania. The New York
Check this out.
Raising serious questions about whether federal agencies missed red flags before last year's shooting in Butler, Pennsylvania. The New York Post's Miranda Devine reporting that a source reviewed 17 social media accounts tied to crooks, revealing an extensive online footprint the feds have not openly discussed. Crooks allegedly used they, them pronouns on the platform, posted years of violent rhetoric, and flipped from pro-Trump to openly anti-Trump in the months leading up to the attack. One former FBI agent telling Devine if they have investigated that kid, there's a record of it, and there's an assessment that some leader made that was not a threat, or it rose to a level and they did something else. New York Post columnist Miranda Devine joins us now. Miranda, welcome to you. Seems that you've got some pretty big findings here. What have your sources revealed to you?
Thanks, Sandra. Well, they've told us that there was actually a very large digital footprint left behind by 20-year-old Thomas Crooks, who was Donald Trump's would-be assassin last year in Butler, Pennsylvania. It's quite a different story to the one that Christopher Wray and his deputy Paula Bate told Congress just in a couple of weeks after that assassination attempt. And we were sort of led to believe that Thomas Crooks was really a ghost, that there was no motive that could be ascertained from his online accounts. And yet a source has provided us with a lot of information from 17 different online accounts that Thomas Crooks had, and they range from, Google Play to that site you referenced before called Deviant.Art, which is probably the biggest or one of the biggest hubs online for this sexual fetish called furries, where people dress up, or a lot of time there, had various images that he liked and reposted, and also gave his pronouns as they, them. But I think the more important part is what the comments, his online comments from, he was very young, 15, 16, 17, show us about how he became increasingly violent and sort of radicalized against Democrats. He was pro-Trump. And then in January of 2020, he flipped 180 degrees. Something happened to make him become rabidly anti-Trump. And again, his rhetoric took more and more of a violent turn. He started brushing up against, there was a neo-Nazi by the name, fake name probably, William Tepes, who started encouraging Crooks in more and more violent rhetoric. And then suddenly something happened in August of 2020 and he just disappeared online. Very unusual. And then, of course, in July of 2024, he fired off 8 shots from a rooftop at Donald Trump at that rally in Butler, killing Corey Comparatore, who was sitting behind Donald Trump, and badly injuring 2 other rally goers, and hitting Donald Trump in the ear. Only by a miracle did Donald Trump not get killed that day.
Wow, and he certainly is unsatisfied with the answers President Trump is that he has been given about the circuit.
That nigga definitely fired hella shots at that nigga. Yo, but have y'all been saying dog face whack 100? Dogface has been going in on whack 100 about this T Grizzly situation. Yo, whack 100 playing a dangerous game. Fuck around with them boys out Detroit, man. What's the name of your platform? We change the name of that shit? The fucking name of your platform now? Dogface TV, that's the name of it? Yeah, I ain't been tapping into it. Hold on. My hand was telling me about it. I know that paperwork was fake off the rip. First sight, I knew that paperwork was fake.
Good morning, world. My name is Dogface Calderon, and I am, according to WAC 100, a nobody.
What's up, Leo?
Good morning, world.
Yeah, that shit was fake as shit, bro. As soon as I seen it, I just said fake. Like, I know it real. Y'all know I got hella paperwork over this bitch. It's not even written on that type of paper.
I am broke and I live in a $3,000 house and I drive used cars. Where's the paperwork? Good morning, world. According to WAC 100, Big Breast Shetty Nash and Poetic Flacco, whoever took the picture of WAC 100
up,
in the
bro.
airport and didn't confront him directly, they're
Appreciate it.
not gangster. Where's the paperwork?
He don't have no paperwork. Just like he ain't had no paperwork on motherfucking Larry Hoover. I told y'all WAC 100 job. This is his job description. Slander anybody that's real. Authentic. Slander them. We want snitching acceptable, you know? Want everybody to be rats. We want to show the youth that, hey, you can be a snitch and still be respected. Look all the snitches that we made rich. But in reality, that's not how it goes.
Good morning, world.
Alrighty, bro.
Detroit don't know how to build their own, so they're trying to use you to build a bear, build a personality, because Detroit ain't laying like that, according to WAC. Where's the paperwork? Good morning, world. The sky is blue. Some idiot have been proven to be fake, but you put your word on them. Put out. That's what we want to know. We want to know where this paperwork is, because the 2 pieces of paperwork that you put out, that you said that you got from Baby Shrew directly, those 2 pieces of paper that were typed up by some idiot have been proven to be fake, but you put your word on them that they were true. Where's the paperwork?
You're doing the same thing that makes me right now.
Where's the paperwork? And another thing, all this shit about somebody's going to end up murdered or in jail.
Motherfucker, Virginia, man, Danville, Virginia.
Which one is it? Is it going to be a murder?
I think Adam 22 is getting tired of WAC 100 too, y'all. WAC 100 is killing the no jumper platform. Cause by Adam associating with WAC, which is crazy, that is more people not wanting to associate with WAC than not wanting to associate with Adam. And there's a lot of people that don't like to associate with Adam. But I think WAC 100 is bringing down the no jumper platform. And his credibility is shot. He's not credible. And I think most people know that now, man. It's not credible. He done lied on several people.
You're going to put him in jail. But either way, I still want to know, where is the work? You said you had it in your possession. The last piece of work that you put forth, that you said to academics, it was fake. It's from the California State of Appeals, 2nd Division. It was fake. Where's the paperwork? Gucci came out with a new pair of socks yesterday. Okay, but where's the paperwork? Dogface is talking about my girl R&B.
He ain't got the paperwork, man. He ain't got the paperwork. Look at this shit. Look at this paperwork, y'all.
This is what I'm saying, right? I guess I'll read the rest of it just so I can understand the context that 6ix9ine is trying
Look
to
at this shit, y'all.
Mr. Wallace stated he doesn't know Johnson personally, but Johnson bragged about breaking into the Wallace's residence. I then provided Mr. Wallace a photograph of Johnson and 2 unknown male figures. On what seems to be a FaceTime call, Mr. Wallace informed me that he got Johnson to admit his role in the burglary. Mr. Wallace then provided me with video from security cameras which
Look
showed an
at
unknown
investigation
assailant.
report. And the investigation report. Look at the difference in this paperwork. Paperwork, real paperwork, fake paperwork. I mean, like, yo, this is not how paperwork looks, man. At all. It's not even numbered. It should be numbered up here.
The residence. The assailant had on a black and white hooded sweatshirt. Mr. Wallace then provided me with a photograph of what seemed to be Johnson via the Instagram account Shooter Gang, standing on a dark gray colored SUV wearing the black and white hooded sweatshirt. I then provided Mr. Wallace a link to www.evidence.com to upload the photographs and videos. I then asked Mr. Wallace if he had any questions for me. Mr. Wallace stated he didn't have any more questions for me, so I ended my investigation as I didn't have any further questions for Mr. Wallace at this time. To me, this comes off as a motherfucker that's read some paperwork, and then all these blackouts were from me, just so, you know, because I was literally living in this apartment when I dropped this video.
So he's showing real paperwork. That paperwork fake as a motherfucker, man. But the bigger question is, yo, why are you putting fake paperwork on people? Like, you don't even got issues with these guys. No prior issues. No beefs that we know about. But yet you decide to just wake up and say, you know what? I'm going to put out fake paperwork on T Grizzly. T Grizzly got enough things going on around his name, man. Whack 100 trying to send that boy to jail, man. Trying to send that boy to jail, man. Trying to get him to crash out. It's strategic. Hold on, there's something else.
Because you got Papoose, you got Troy Aves.
Papoose was so far before this.
Are you dumb or something?
Papoose got signed in the early 2000s. Right now, we're talking about like
Adam 22, Whack 100, Max B. Hold on. Same thing with Max B. What's your issue with Max B, yo? Why are you lying on Max B, man? What are you lying on Max B for? Yo, Adam 22 numbers is suffering.
Max B's out. The people are loving him. He's going around. He's getting a great reception from people. Then meanwhile, of course, we have the Grinch, Wag 100 out here spreading holiday gloom, letting everybody know how he feels about him. I watched a 1090 Jake video. I watched a 1090 Jake video about it. And by the end of that video, I was like, okay, what are we even talking about?
What did 1090 tell me when I called him the other day on the phone, baby?
Explain
1090 said, Wag, I don't have the paperwork you got. What the f do you got? And I read it. He said, I don't have that.
Oh. So that video he made was not
he don't have, he
up
told,
to date.
He's waiting for me to listen. I intentionally haven't reacted to it.
Okay.
I did that months ago. You know, we've been ran that content. They didn't resurface the clips from our show.
The thing that 1090 read on the video he did was basically like, when the cops came to Max B, they were asking him about the girl that gave them the initial intelligence about the guy that was going to get robbed, who ended up getting killed. And that basically Max B stated the name of the girl and where she worked. And that from 1090's perception.
And where she worked, right?
Okay.
Okay, 1090.
Is that the entirety of... No, that's not it.
So what he didn't
have,
he said, Whack.
I
didn't have that.
Uh-huh. To Max B, they were at...
resurface the clips from our show.
The thing that 1090 read on the video he did was basically like, when the cops came to Max B, they were asking him about the girl that gave them the initial...
See, that's a lie though, y'all. Like I told y'all, we read the paperwork. We read the paperwork. Yo, they is making it seem like Max B got arrested first. Yo, but how do the guy that wasn't there get arrested first? How does that even make sense? Like, how would that even be possible? How would the guy that wasn't there, that didn't know the victims, never met the victims, how would that guy get arrested first in order to tell on everybody else? That doesn't make sense. Like, there's no way you can make sense of that. That's like me and a couple of y'all commit a crime. I'm the shooter. Y'all, I'm the shooter. My homeboy that's with me, he the one that put us on with the play. And you just my man. We bringing everything back to you. But you don't know the victims. All you know is me. You don't even know my man. You just know me. Me and my man commit the robbery. Ends up turning to a murder. How the fuck would you get locked up? The only way you can get locked up is if one of us bring you into the crime. There's no way that you're going to get locked up first because you ain't got no connection to the crime at all other than through me. So the narrative that he running it just doesn't make sense. If you know the details of the case, it's no way possible that happened that way.
Intelligence about the guy that was going to get robbed who ended up getting killed. And that basically Max B stated the name of the girl and where she worked. And that from 1090's perception.
And where she worked, right?
Okay.
Okay, 1090.
Is that the entirety of... No, that's not it.
So
okay.
What he didn't have, he said whack, but I didn't have that.
Uh-huh.
So I read it to him. Wingate, who is Max B, also argues that the court erroneously failed to find any mitigating factors. Specifically, he argued that his conduct was a result of circumstances unlikely to recur because he would have nothing more to do with Conway. Chick, right?
You see, there he go. There he go. That's the misleading shit he do. Reading court documents written up by a lawyer. And this is post-trial. Written up by a lawyer. And trying to say because a lawyer wrote this in court paperwork that somehow his client is a rat. Yo, it don't go that way, y'all. He gotta know this. He has to know this, yo. There's no way, if he really been in trouble, if he really got people that he know and love that been arrested, he has to know that, y'all. Whatever that lawyer wrote, it's not gonna come back on anybody charged. It's not how that goes, y'all. The state or the government already got their facts. The defense is just trying to argue them to get their client out or get their client appealed. That has nothing to do with the other suspects on the case. Why he keep doing that, man? Unless he just stupid. Yeah, but I think it's intentional. I think it's intentional.
Okay.
He also argues that he, Wingate, cooperated with law enforcement authorities by helping them locate Conway. Hey,
where he see that at?
I'm not here to debate with the civilians. I'm not here to
That's
debate
not true.
those. I have nothing against
Now, so see, that's the false part in the paperwork. That's the false part in the paperwork. We just read the paperwork the other day. Charlie Wingate appeal.
According to justia.com,
But when he screamed, Lord Am turned toward him with a gun. He retreated. Conway returned to the car. During the ensuing police investigation, Plow not only failed to identify Lordan from 2 photo arrays, but identified the picture of another man police had used as a filler. Detectives interviewed Ghostin and retrieved the bag that Conway had left at Ghostin house. The bag contained 2 Holiday Inn key cards, cell phone, laptops. When detectives arrested Conway, she gave them statements implicating Wingate and Lurdan. Y'all see that, right? When detectives arrested Conway, which is the girl, she gave them a statement implicating Wingate and Lurdan. So what the fuck is Wack talking about? What's he talking about? He said, "What that bitch lying?"
B, I don't know, Max B. I've been laying low out of respect to French Montana, just keeping it gangster, because I could have been lit the fire. You bring it up, so we're going to talk about it. When I called 1090 and read him that, he said, Whack, I've never seen that. I don't have that. Go ahead, run it, and then send it to me. I'm going to react accordingly. If I had that, I wouldn't have took that stance. But listen, anytime you cooperate with law enforcement, right?
So you don't have a record of the actual cooperation. You just have a record of him, when doing his appeal, stating
Not him.
that he had cooperated.
Here's the thing.
Not him. His lawyer. And this is an appeal. This paperwork right here is an appeal. This is appeal paperwork. Approval of appellate division. My bad, y'all. That shit blurry.
When you file an appeal, everything's come out. Shit that you didn't see in the other previous paperwork.
Okay.
Right? So at that point, when he's saying, listen, I cooperated with law enforcement and helped you find the person, she went to jail. She did like 5-10 years, some shit.
Yeah.
Pooh Sims is the guy, his brother, doing the 120, which he's the one that direct me where to go find these things. I got phone call recordings with him. So, you know, he's out. I see my man French with him, you know, so I wasn't in no hurry to trip. My whole thing is he don't mention me. I wasn't going to mention him out of respect to French. We've already ran this content 18 months ago on the 100-sided Clubhouse. So it was nothing new. I've talked about this on our show.
Okay.
Months back, you know. And what I don't like is they say, well, Wax going at New York. Nah, listen, man. If it's an individual, it's that individual. If he happened to be from New York, California, Philadelphia, that's just where he happened to be from. No one individual is the voice of a whole state.
Right.
It just, that ain't what it is. But
I think I don't really see you holding back on anybody who's accused of snitching out here so much.
I don't care. Like, I didn't ran it.
I mean, I have seen you play favorites, but I wouldn't say that you do that most of the time.
I don't play favorites. I'm going to tell you what it is.
But there's definitely been people who've been accused of shit where you're kind of like,
well,
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't.
QCP.
If somebody told me Adam's a snitch, I'm going to be like, he's not. He's a civilian.
QCP, right?
I'm out of the question.
I don't care what you put in front of me. So a lot of these people are trying to pin these things on people that they don't come from that lifestyle. Now, that's just me. I don't see it that way.
I'm dying to snitch.
Yeah, so, you know, at the end of the day, with teachers on, ain't nobody going to do nothing. It's just content. You get what I'm saying? But You're
Look
not
at
gonna
that shit,
tell me
y'all.
that I can't read.
He don't care nothing about the reputational harm he doing to these people. It's just content. You know, it's harmless. It's just content, y'all. It don't matter if I slander your name through the mud. You know, call you a rat when you don't deserve to be called one. It's just content. I'm just, I'm a federal agent doing my job.
I mean, it's weird to say like, oh, Wack is just going at New York. It's like,
everybody.
Why would New York want to protect a rat? If that is the case, I'm not saying that it is necessarily. I'm not the person who should be making the judgment of that.
You shouldn't be having this conversation.
But why would you want a whole state / the biggest city in America, the most populated city in America, I guess, to protect somebody who broke the foremost street code at a moment in time where it feels like the streets are less important than they've ever been in hip hop?
And my thing is this: I don't even care about the individual. My message be to the kids and youth, because a lot of them listen to these people lyrics and they follow them. They like, yo, he's this, he that. I want to be just like him. No, he's a rat. He's lying to you. Everything he's telling you to do, he didn't stand up to. Go the other way. Go to the military. Go to school, trade school. Go do something different. It ain't even about them. I care less about them.
You ever listen to Max B?
I don't know nothing about him. I ain't never heard his music. He's 47 years old. Times have changed. I do know he wasn't shit. He wasn't mainstream before he left. So the
He
odds,
has big songs though.
he wasn't bullshit. Big How.
Ballin'. I know it's a Jim Jones song, but he was like the person writing all this shit.
Is he got credit? Is his credit?
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I mean, he never made it to
like
like a super crazy mainstream level.
Well, listen,
but
if he ain't got writers' credits on it, I'm not gonna give him credit.
I can testify as a person who was in New York at that time that he was by far the hottest thing coming out of New York post, 50 and Cam and shit like that.
No.
He had the streets
Cap
on fire. I lived there. You were already in the old folks home by that
He
point.
wasn't. No, first of all, out of here. Me and K Slay, that dude left in 09.
If K Slay was here, he would testify to this as well.
No, he wouldn't, because you got Papoose, you got Troy Aves.
Papoose was so far before this.
Are you dumb or something?
Papoose got signed in the early 2000s. Right now, we're talking about like 2000. Yes, no, he did. He got signed in like 2004.
Nigga, I was doing motherfucking mixtape songs with Papoose and Stacey Adams in Miami in 07.
What year did Papoose get signed?
In 07, 08, we doing mixtape songs.
Okay, so
what are you talking about?
Papoose was lit when I first went to New York in 2004, but he didn't formally sign a deal to 2006. We're talking about later on. We're talking about
No, he
2008.
didn't. The nigga went to jail in 09. How much later?
You talking about Max B?
Yeah.
Okay, but Max B.
Fuck out of here. You can't eliminate Pat from that.
What?
Nigga, that nigga won every Justo award that came out.
Yeah, but that was way before this. Papoose signed his deal after his
bro,
his
you can't
original
tell me
hype
nothing
had
about
already been a
Papoose.
few years old.
I'm not like you. These are people I know. I've been in their homes. Motherfucker, we worked in studios. I brought them out here. They come out here to my parties. You can't, me and Slay's like this. He was signed a street sweeper. What the fuck are you talking about? Slay A&R, my Sexy Cannot project.
I know you've like hung out with these people,
There
but
ain't no
I was
hang out.
actually a fan of these
There's
artists
no
in
hang out.
real
Listen,
time.
listen.
You're just like, oh yeah, some shit I
Sexy
heard
Cannot
about.
didn't drop till 07.
What?
07, 08. 07, 08. Pap was on fire back then.
See, look, 2004 is when Alphabetical Slaughter was released by Papoose,
Yeah,
which
but
was his first
he didn't
like
get it. He
real-
didn't have his deal yet.
And no, and he signed his deal a couple years later, but by that point, I'm gonna be honest with you, the hype had worn off.
Are you stupid? The nigga was in a full-fledged war with Uncle Murder.
Yeah, but
06,
he
07,
didn't
08.
really exactly have the streets on fire as a result of beefing with Uncle
dumb?
Murder. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's okay. You
dumb as
weren't
fuck.
around. I'm just letting you know, as a person who was in New York at the
Goofy
time.
ass white boy who
You were all the way on the other side of the country driving trucks and fucking race
Yo, Max B ran the streets. Papoose did his thing on the battle, the conscious lyrical shit. Yo, but Max B ran the streets, man. Yo had a nice little run before he went to prison, man. I never wanna go back in there. Life just isn't fair. Man, come on, man. Max B was the shit, man. I ain't trying to no more motherfucking way. Max B never want to go back. Never wanna go back, never wanna go back. This is my shit right here.
My big ass.
Tell me where you wanna go. I don't even wanna know. Where the fuck is my glasses? Torrance. Everybody dying. I don't really wanna know. That man, we was the shit, man. Fuck that, what that nigga Wack talking about? Bluffing ass nigga. Can't stand this bluffing ass. Don't know shit about nothing. Just be talking and shit. That's one of the worst people to be around, y'all. Motherfuckers that just be talking. You know what I mean? No real substance. Nothing. Just words. You know what I mean? Don't stand on nothing they say. The man and put out invitations to 5,000 feeds. He haven't caught one yet. He fuck around got J Diggs book. Surprised he ain't celebrate that shit. Yeah, I don't even like that LA rap. I ain't gonna lie. Hardest thing that came out of LA was Nip. Or what's it called? Kendrick. But they don't got that LA flow. But shit, we've been live probably about 3-4 hours. I appreciate everybody, of course. Yo, we not getting no new subscribers, y'all. I don't know what the fuck YouTube is doing. Look like they doing a reconstruction on my channel. It's like, at one point, every live we was getting at least some subscribers. 10, 15, 20. Sometimes 50. Depending on the numbers. But now, yeah, we not getting no new subscribers. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know if that was real or not, Bob. I'm not gonna say that's real till somebody get arrested. Don't nobody get arrested for it. That shit was fake. I think he trying to use that as a means to you know he supposed to be going to jail. I think he trying to use that as a means to not go to jail. You know, my mom is in danger. You know, feds probably helping put the play together. But sure, y'all, make sure I hit that like button. Make sure y'all share the live. Make sure y'all tell somebody to subscribe because YouTube ain't recommending our page to nobody new. So another day keeps you new in the mouth.